Good afternoon, good evening, my fellow Biafrans. Depend on your time and your location. This is one of your own Real Biafra TV. We are live and we are direct this morning. So please, pardon me for coming late because one or two things that have to be touched on this morning. So please, have mercy on us for coming, keeping you waiting for over 40 minutes or thereabouts. So we are sorry about that. So this morning, we are live and we are direct again once again this morning. So please endeavor to come in, like and share the program as we continue to preach this good news that will save the soul of mankind. This good news that will make all of us to get what we are looking for. And the good news that it is very, very important into what we are doing. So please, as you come in, like and share the program so others may know that we are live and we are direct this morning. So please endeavor to like and share the program. You know how important it is whenever you share and like, so people may come in and join us this morning as we are here to do the needful this morning. So please like, click, and share so we all may join hands together to preach this gospel this morning. So as I am taking my time to like and share, please also do so, endeavor to do so. So once we get that normal like, we normally get 10 people. You know what we do here, we move ahead without wasting time. So please, I urge you to like and share this program this morning so others may know that we are here this morning because of our tight schedule. That is why we can't come online for over 2 days. And where we are, man must survive. We are doing this voluntarily. Nobody is paying us what we are doing. We are only doing this for people to know, for people to understand, for us that understand the importance of what we are doing. That is why we continuously doing this. So please enjoy me as you join me this morning. Do not just like, but please, it is very important if you who are joining me now will like and share the program so others may know that we are live and we are direct. You know how we do it here. Endeavor to do that as you join me. If you see our caption this morning, we have something there that might draw your attention or might not even draw your attention, but it is important if you may listen. And we wish you to listen to that because it is very, very important. The danger when we fail to make a declaration. Now that Nnamdi Kanu, Simon Ekpa is arrested, Nnamdi Kanu is being kidnapped. The danger that is on when we refuse to make a declaration. You know, level of where we are, our people did not understand because this is our first time of making a declaration. Or this is our second time under this our own era, making a declaration of a new country. People may still not understand the importance of it and the danger when our leaders was arrested and we refuse to make a declaration. The danger on it is what we are going to see. So after you have seen the danger that as the Nnamdi Kanu is being kidnapped, Simon Ekpa is being arrested by Finnish authority, and we, the Biafran people, refuse to make official declaration of a new country, of what they are fighting for. There is a one word our COS are using. You may not understand the importance of that particular one word that our chief of staff is using, our deputy prime minister is using. What is those words? That what you seek, that we have gotten it. You may not understand that particular word. What are they fighting for? To make Biafra a new country, to make a declaration that Biafra is a new country outright from the so-called Nigeria government. This is what they are fighting for. Nothing else, nothing more. And that thing they are fighting for, what happens? We have declared it and we are pushing towards our recognition. That is what is simply, whenever you heard about COS said, that thing that you are seeking, we have gotten it. So you may understand the importance of those words. What is this, all this thing that is happening to us right now? All the enemies are railing their ugly heads. They are coming out day in, day out, and that is what we are expecting to know from them. So we may know those are their enemies, those that never want Biafra, those that in US, and they refuse to understand that a man called Martin Luther King stood up and fight for that country where he is. He could not even go and search, how did Martin Luther King get America where they are today? Jovica. You could not even search and you're in America. But really, we never have time for you. We may have starting from tomorrow next and put to you what it means for our self-referendum when you ask our DOS who she is, who is this one. We are coming for you in social media. You are in America. You claim to be a Reverend Father. But you could not go and research how Martin Luther King helped his people to make that country where you run into a better country. All of you are bringing your ugly heads. It's very good that all of you are rolling your ugly head out there. So as your ugly head is coming, we are keeping record of who is who. You are condemning Gentle. You are doing the other one. That's what thing that you are saying about Gentle. Is it how Fulanis are doing on their own? Is it how Fulanis are addressing their own people? In the movement that we are into, it's a time that we all understand the importance of where we are, but we will not understand because we have never passed through this way in our time. That is why we must do anything in between to make sure that we get our recognition from every other countries, and we must pass the process that other countries in the world have passed. Do you understand it? There is a road, there is a map, there is a template that we, the Biafran people, we must follow. America passed through that way. Every other country in the world passed through that way. Now, it is our time to pass through that way. We will not fly. Whatever you see that is coming in today is we are passing what other countries has passed. Hernandez, good morning. So, we must pass through that way before we can be able to become a fully and a nation. It may look like child's play in their eyes. Into many people's eyes, what we are doing this time look like a child's play. But I want them to know, if a child did not play, it can never grow up. If a child didn't go to school to play, from pre-nursery to secondary to primary, to primary to play, it won't be serious. When it's getting the way we are, or where we are right now, that is where you may know the important, the significant importance of what we are doing. For the Biafran people, if you are not understanding it, you need to pay attention. You need to listen. You need to react. That's why I always say this word. We are changing we must change the way we are thinking. That is the way forward. We must change the way they are reasoning things. That is the way forward. We must change many things around us. That is for the way forward. We are no longer reasoning the way we are reasoning, because now, for us to be a new country, we must maintain the criteria of being a new country. We must adhere to where others that's their own. So I want you to know that no matter how enemies show their head, no matter what they think they are doing, no matter what they think they are planning, you must stand strong. At this time that we are into right now, it's a time for us to stand strong. That is where we are. So that is why I will tell you, do not panic at all. Do not move, because the truth must be told. The truth must be what? Told. And for me, I don't paint the words. I stand here to tell you that's raw truth that is always going to hurt your mind, and for prepare us ahead of what we have to do. Yes, we go to our comment section to see our people. Yes, so James, good morning. Victor, good morning. Mariam, good morning. Then Hernandez, good morning. Abu Prince, good morning. Yes, it's been long. It's over 2 days. It's confirmed that we are not online because of tight schedule of our work where we are. So maybe we'll grab this time. We said we must fly out to come and see my Biafran people, for us to go into our documents and ask questions and understand things that we need to do. I am still hitting on the importance of our declaration. When our leader, you will see on my capture, our president, Nnamdi Kanu, PM, because of the word, the capture cannot allow me to express it the way I want. PM Simon, once you see PM, your mind will go to Simon Ebanchoko. Now that two of them are, Nnamdi Kanu is kidnapped and kept in DSS dungeon. Now that Nnamdi Kanu is arrested and kept in prison in Finland. What if the danger of we failing to declare Biafra, to make a declaration, the danger of we failing to make a declaration is what we are going to discuss this morning. You know how we do it here? We want to do it under law, under experience of the world. What they tell us that for us to refuse to make a declaration, what does it stand for and what does it look for, and how it is. So it is very important as you join me this morning. Pay attention as we are doing this morning, so you may understand it on your own this morning, to know that the declaration was the best thing ever that has happened into what we are doing. Our declaration is one of the best things that has ever happened into what we are doing, my fellow Biafrans. When you hear about the danger and you see anybody who is fighting against the declaration, you may know that those people are our enemy. Once you listen to these documents we are going to read out this morning, after you listen to this, if you see anybody who is against declaration, who is against United States of Biafra, then there are those who don't want Nnamdi Kanu alive. They don't want Simon Ekpa alive. They don't want you or either me alive. So you must not use good eyes to see them. You must not pet them. You must not see them and calling them Mazi or my brother. They are not your brother. You are raw enemies that have come to destroy what we are doing. So this morning, as you may know, what we normally do here, that is why we said, you know how we do it here. We are here to educate ourselves this morning. So it is very important for us as the Biafran people to understand exactly what we are passing through and what we have to do to make sure that everything in between follows into what we are doing this morning or into what we are doing in our life, because everything that we are doing is what Chukwu Okabiama that has mandated us that we should do. That is the truth of the matter. So please, as you come sing, like and share the program. If it is your first time of coming to this hallowed platform, please, you will see me on your page in between of the center of something like wall like this. You will see a 3 dots in front of your phone. Click on that 3 dots, then you will see like and share. Please endeavor to do that, because it is very, very imperative if you do so. Please endeavor to do that, so other people that may know that we are live, that we are direct this morning to do the needful, to do those things that matter so much into what we are doing. Nobody will stop us. I want you to know that. It's only we will stop ourselves. The question is, do you want to stop the movement? Do you want the movement to stop? Is the question. If you don't want the movement to stop, so please like and share the program so others may know that we are live. I see you, Charlie. I see you, Easy Way, my brother, Onyenkem, my own brother. Good morning from here. For over 2 days, we are very work. The use work tied us down. That is why we are not live for over 2 days right now. But we have got ourselves. Once we have our freedom, we come outside and let our people know what they want to know. Even though where we are missing the Biafran people. My people, I am telling you this because I don't want anybody to feel somehow. The only people that want them to feel shame and feel somehow is those people who stood up against what we are doing. I see you, Shibozo, good morning. Those people who don't want us alive, those people who never know the importance of declaration when a leaders are being arrested. When you see them, please run away, run far, far, far from them, because they are enemy of you and I. I hope you are listening. They are enemy of you and I. That I want you to know it very well, that they don't mean well to you, neither do they mean well for me. That is why we are not going to allow them to do what? To overshadow what we are doing. The importance of declaration, we are still standing on that word. Importance of the declaration that we have just made. We made going to 1 year now. This October we step in. So in a few days, it's going to make us 1 year that we have made a declaration of United States of Biafra as a new country. And how could you think that after we have made it, they will have to fall back? It's no go area. But today, we want to see the danger of our declaration and the benefit of the declaration when it's come to the issue of Nnamdi Kanu and Mas Simon Ebanjoko, the president of United States of Biafra and the vice president of United States of Biafra. All these things are there for us to know. The danger, the lose, and the gain of not declaring Biafra as a new country, the danger, the benefit of making a declaration. Then you may see those ones who stand up and said that they don't want declaration, that Mazen Kanu want that nobody should go and make a declaration. Then you may know that this is your enemy. They are not for you either. And they are not for me either. But they are for their selfish interests. I see you asserting a good morning from here. A long time. I see you, Benjamin. Good morning from here, my people. We really have a very busy schedule at work. That is why, no fact, what we passed some few days ago that you didn't see us online is very, very tough. But I thank God we are here today, because Kuokabia must always give us that thing that will make us to find out. What are the dangers when a leader who is fighting to get a new country arrested, and his people refuse to make a declaration of a new country. We are going into this topic, into this document this morning. So please, that's why I ask every Biafran who on the comment section, please like this program, because we are about to know the danger when we refuse to make a declaration. And we're also going to know, we want to start from the danger first. And we're also going to know the benefit when we make a declaration, how our declaration will serve them. Remember, since all this week, we want to finish everything that Geneva Convention said about people that are looking for freedom of a new country. When the leader was arrested, they refused to make a declaration. The danger and the benefit when we stood up and make a declaration of the new country. These is things that are out there for us to know. So please, as you come in, listen, and also do what? Share the program, so others may come in to join us, and those who are going to join us may know that we are not playing, that there's something serious. So please, the situation when a leader fighting for a new country is arrested, but his people refuse to make a formal declaration of independence. That is the topic we have there. Now we are going to go in, that I want you to listen to this very well, so we may know why what the Biafran people who stood up in Finland to make a declaration. One, how they saved the life of Nnamdi Kanu. Two, how they saved the life of Simon Ekpa. Do you know that making a declaration stop renditioning Simon Ekpa to Nigeria? Do you know that? That making a declaration saves Simon Ekpa's life. Do you know that if not that we declare it, he could have been renditioned to Nigeria as a common criminal, as a common terrorist. If you have been following here, you may understand this what I'm saying now. But our declaration will prove that he's a prime minister. He's no longer a common criminal. He's no longer a common terrorist. He's no longer someone who sponsored a group, but he's a prime minister of a country. These are things that they hide from us, but we are out to pull it out and make it understand into our common understanding. So please, the program starts now. Listen. The program starts. So hold on.
With less international scrutiny. Difficulty in negotiation. If the existing state offers to negotiate, the movement lacks a clear, unified, and legally defined position, i.e., we are a new country demanding X, versus, we are a group of citizens demanding Y. The arrest and the lack of declaration weaken their leverage at the bargaining table.
Just allow it. I want to let me connect it to our big speaker.
Especially following the leader's arrest, strips the movement of potential legal and international legitimacy.
For 2 days.
Exposes the leader to maximum legal penalty and highlights deep political weakness or division within the movement itself.
That one will refresh it back. Okay, so listen again.
The situation where a leader fighting for a new country is arrested, but his people refuse to make a formal declaration of independence, presents several significant dangers for the movement. Legal vulnerability of the leader. Without a declaration of a new country, the leader is legally viewed by the existing state as a simple insurgent, rebel, or even a terrorist, and can be charged with serious crimes such as treason or sedition. The existing state would likely not recognize any political prisoner status. Loss of international recognition opportunity. A formal declaration of independence, even if not immediately recognized, is a necessary step to seek international support, recognition, and the protection afforded by international law regarding states and self-determination. Without it, other countries are less likely to intervene or officially support a movement perceived as an internal insurrection. Internal division and loss of momentum. The refusal of the people, or a key part of the movement, to declare independence suggests deep internal hesitation or disagreement. Loss of momentum. The arrest of the leader, a galvanizing figure, combined with a failure to take the next bold step, declaration, can cause the movement to lose morale, focus, and popular support. Division. Disagreement over the declaration could lead to factions, with some preferring negotiation, others wanting a declaration, and others perhaps giving up, thereby weakening the overall effort. Political and strategic weakness. The existing state can use the lack of a declaration to delegitimize the movement, arguing that it is not a unified people seeking a new state, but simply a fringe group following a criminal leader. The state can use this ambiguity to justify a harsh crackdown with less international scrutiny. Difficulty in negotiation. If the existing state offers to negotiate, the movement lacks a clear, unified, and legally defined position, i.e., we are a new country demanding X, versus we are a group of citizens demanding Y. The arrest and the lack of declaration weaken their leverage at the bargaining table. In summary, the absence of a declaration, especially following the leader's arrest, strips the movement of potential legal and international legitimacy, exposes the leader to maximum legal penalty, and highlights deep political weakness or division within the movement itself.
I hope you had it. Now we are going to do our normal analysis, allow it to play so you may understand it as you join me this morning. So now we are going to play, we pause, we do our analysis. After that, after this first session, we open our phone call, and people will call and prove some points or make their own contribution. You know that. That's how we do it here. Then after that, we go into the benefits when we make a declaration. So you may know that what Dr. Ngozi did, that what you and I who believe in the declaration, are we on the wrong side or at the right side? Are we doing the right thing? Now, we play it again.
The situation where a leader fighting for a new country is arrested, but his people refuse to make a formal declaration of independence, presents several significant dangers for the movement.
I hope you heard this clearly. The situation when a leader, when Nnamdi Kanu, Simon Ekpa, is fighting for a new country, understand what they are fighting for first. International law call it that they are fighting for a new country. Despite using that word, separatist, rebel, insurgency, terrorist group, terrorist leader, or a common criminal, and all that, they knew that the new leader, like my president, Nnamdi Kanu, my prime minister, Simon Ekpa, that what they are fighting for is a freedom of a new country for the citizens of the country that was marginalized, that was mapped out to wipe away, that was mapped out to take over their territory and chase them away from their land. They will start living inside IDP camp. This is what my president, Nnamdi Kanu, is fighting for. This is what my prime minister, Simon Ekpa, is fighting for. Please, before I go to this our analysis this morning, remember the code. Finland, #Finland government release the Prime Minister of United States of Biafra, Simon Ekpa Njoko. #Nigeria government and Britain release the President of United States of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu. Please, this is the code on this platform. Remember, this hashtag is our code here. Please try to put it on the comment section, because we never know who come across it. People come in, people watch. Do you know that as we are doing program, you may see 30 viewers, 50, 20, 10. But after the program end, go and check. Immediately I download the program, you will see 2,000 viewers, and we can only have 13 likes, sometimes 50 likes. It's uncalled for, but it doesn't matter. What matters is that the message are penetrating. Those 2,000 something who view the program, they have listened a little bit on it. So that is why, in the first place, I like to prove a point of what we are here to do, my people. Now we go in. The situation where a leader fighting for a new country is arrested, but his own people refuse to make a formal declaration of independence, presenting several significant danger for the movement. The danger is not only for Nnamdi Kanu, the president, Simon Ekpa, the prime minister. No, the danger is also including in you and I. Yes, Benjamin Ushe, thank you so much. Hashtag Nigeria government and the Britain government. Free our president, Nnamdi Kanu. Thank you so much. That is hashtag that we normally use here. That is the code of this platform. Any day you see me on live, that is my code. My code is hashtag free my president, Nnamdi Kanu. Hashtag free Finland. Free my prime minister, Simon Ekpa. This is supposed to be what we are doing every day. Please, my people, so please, as you come, try to do so. That is the code that we have here. It's very, very important for us to do that, my people. It is very important. When Ogen Kere, Sonny Akwarawa, Elias, Chioma Okoma, Ruby Nnamdi, Imam Maduabo, Adandosho, and all of them today who are against the government who stood up and make a declaration. Look at the danger, what they want us to fix through. Look at the danger of where they are putting us into. They said here that the situation where a leader fighting for a new country is arrested, but his people refuse to make a formal declaration of independence, presently presenting several significant danger for the movement. Are you following? The dangers is what we are going to listen to, both legal, both illegal, all of them, the dangers of what we are doing that they are refusing when Biafran people refuse to make a declaration. There is a danger. And the danger is what? Do we want the danger or do we want to be a free nation? Is the question that yields for an answer. Do we want a free nation or do we want the danger that faces Nnamdi Kanu, Simon Ekpa right now? Because our declaration removed these dangers we are about to hear this morning. Listen to this.
Vulnerability of the leader. Without a declaration of a new country, the leader is legally viewed by the existing state as a simple insurgent, rebel, or even a terrorist, and can be charged with serious crimes such as treason or sedition. The existing state would likely not recognize any political prisoner status.
There is something I want you to get from here that is happening. Nigeria refused to accept that case of Nnamdi Kanu should be treated in political way. Is their right? You had it here. For those who are calling for political movement for him, I hope you understand this. Legal variability of the leader. Without a declaration of a new country, the leader is legal viewed by the existing state as a simple insurgency. How did Nigeria view Nnamdi Kanu? How do they feel I want to view Simon Ekpa if we did not make a declaration? Now we are counting out the dangers of not making a declaration is what we are into, what we are counting this time around. When you listen to this article, there is something I want you to have in your mind. There is two things that I want you to picture in your mind under this document. The document said they are going to see when we refuse to make official declaration that Nigeria government who kidnapped Nnamdi Kanu also seek for Simon Ekpa arrest and also to seek for his rendition. That because of lack of declaration that we did not make in case for those fallback people, I'm telling them the danger. they are putting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mas Simon Ekpa and all the Biafrans who are in prison. The danger. One, they said that Nigerian government up to today, or without our declaration, that they see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as a simple insurgent, rebel, or even a terrorist, and they can be charged with serious crimes such as treason or sedition. And nobody in this world that they have charged terrorism or sedition has noted bail. They all died in prison or they all died by hanging. The danger when we refuse to make this our formal official declaration of United States of Biafra. This is the truth that is there. And we will not shy away from this truth, my people. We will not move away from this truth. That is why these truths are very important into what we are doing right now, because it is going to help us to understand, to face the truth squarely. I said what? It's going to help us to face the truth squarely. What is the truth? The truth here is when we refuse to make a declaration. You see the danger. Now, I want to ask you in the comment section, between what we are doing, what we are hearing here, when we fail to make a declaration, is it better way or is it best thing you wish Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mas Simon Ekpa? Please on the comment section. With the one little one that we are hearing right now, is it what you wish them? What is your wish to them? The Biafran people, are we supposed to wish them to continue answering rebel, insurgent, a rebel, a terrorist leader, a common criminal? Is it what you wish them? Because out of that we refuse to make a declaration officially, this is what we are wishing them. God forbid. I never wish them those things in my life. I never, and I will not. Because I understand the importance of what they are doing and how the law look at it. When we refuse to make a declaration, we lose control. We lack legal variability of our leader because of we refuse to make a declaration of a new country that they are seeking for. Are you following, my people? Are you following me? Because are you following this program as we are reading this document? This document that we are reading is to teach us those things that we, the Biafran people, we have forgotten. It is very important that we understand it gradually and we know, so to avoid join those inconsequential, those criminals who are those hijackers, those betrayers, those that never want Biafra to be a country, those who think that it's a business as usual. Are you following? Because these are the area that we are into. When we refuse to make a declaration, we wish Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to languish in prison forever. We wish Mazi Simon Ekpa to languish in prison forever. If we fail, or for them to be sentenced to life imprisonment, or for them to be sentenced by hanging. This is the real truth that we should not shy away from it. But maybe because of we never knew, that is why we are trying to research and bring those things out, so you may know and have a strong mouth to ask for the release. Because they fought for a country, not for personal bargain, not for personal interest, not for the family problems, is what they bargain for, my people. Everything that is happening now, there is a reason why it's happening. But there is a reason why we are doing this. Let's continue. Or a terrorist, and they can be charged with a serious crime such as treason or sedition. the existing state would likely not to recognize any political prisoner status. That is what the government refused to bargain. Upon that, we have made a declaration. They refuse, but at last they will understand our declaration. That is why they said under international law that we have to be calling Nnamdi Kanu a president, a prime minister. So the world will know Nigeria is holding a president of a new nation. In our previous program, we did that. We introduced it to you, and we did all documents between one session to two sessions where they prove all these that is right thing to do. And on that, we call our government to adhere to issue a document out to let the world know that Nnamdi Kanu is a president of United States of Biafra. That Nnamdi is the vice president, is the prime minister of United States of Biafra. It must go with a press statement out there from the office of Ngozi Arabueze. It must. Because they deserve it. They do what? They deserve to answer such names. Such name changes their status. Such name changes their status of who they are, and the former crime, the former charge, the former claim, that name drops every other charges because they are a president and the prime minister of a new country. We must continue.
Loss of international recognition opportunity. A formal declaration of independence, even if not immediately recognized, is a necessary step to seek international support, recognition, and the protection afforded by international law regarding states and self-determination. Without it, other countries are less likely to intervene or officially support a movement perceived as an internal insurrection.
I hope you are listening. Urenti Menoche, sit down and listen. Sit down and listen. Losing of international recognition opportunities if we fail to make a declaration. A formal declaration of independence, even not immediately recognized, even when they know that a new country will emerge, and when the new country emerge, if the leader have a problem without official recognition as a new country, that the new leader has its right to gain his freedom, and also to draw attention of the other countries and international bodies to come in, even including UN, to talk about Kanu. But because of Nigeria bribe their way into UN, become a member of a UN. That is why they keep silent. They are still watching if it is just an internal affair between Nigeria. That is why a declaration solves all these problems that we, the Biafran people, are facing in today. That is why. Let's continue. Is a necessary step to seek international support. What is the necessary step to seek international support? A declaration of a new country is a step to seek international recognition. A formal declaration that was made on November 29, 2024. They call it here that it is a step. It is what? A step to seek for international support. How do you think that something that is moving us to seek international support for Nnamdi Kanu to be released, for Nnamdi to be released, that thing is not supposed to achieve? When we refuse to make a declaration, recognition and the protection afforded by international law regarding states and self-determination, That is our official declaration of a new country. It is our right. It is our inalienable right of self-determination by making a declaration of a new country that our two leaders, the president, Nnamdi Kanu, the prime minister, Simon Ekpa, that was fighting for before they all, Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped, Simon Ekpa was arrested by federal authority, Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped from Nigeria, kidnapped him from Kenya, bring him with illegal way into Nigeria, and today keep him and be trying him in their so-called Quagmire courts. Without it, other countries are less likely to intervene or officially support a movement, preserve and internal instructions. When we refuse to make our declaration, when we fall back, when we say no, we are not going to make a declaration, Master says stop that declaration. What is without it, other countries are less likely to intervene. Obunanye made declaration when we refuse. No country will intervene to have a strong voice of asking for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the president of the state of Biafra, Simon Ekpa, the prime minister of United States of Biafra. I hope you're understanding it. Out of 16 people watching this program, it is only 2 people that abide by the law of this platform of hashtag Nigeria government and Finland. Free our prime minister, Simon Ekpa now. Only 2 people. Why? Only 2 people put hashtag. Only Benjamin Ushe, Andy James Chigozie. These are the only 2 people who has done that. What happened to you? That is part of what we are saying. When that little thing you have to do, they ask you to do it. When what we are doing triggers to ask to do it, you will not. Are you disobeying, or are you obeying the movement? When we refuse to make a declaration, Nigeria, who are retaining Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Simon Ekpa, will think that is their right. And now they refuse to see Mazi Simon Ekpa, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as a political. What they are doing is all about politics. No country will intervene. They say that those countries will see that it's an internal affair of Nigeria. But within you and I, we know that what we are doing has passed to be an internal affair of Nigeria. That is all about handling or intimidating a sovereign new state.
Internal division and loss of momentum. The refusal of the people, or a key part of the movement, to declare independence suggests deep internal hesitation or disagreement. Loss of momentum. The arrest of the leader, a galvanizing figure, combined with a failure to take the next bold step, declaration, can cause the movement to lose morale, focus, and popular support. Division. Disagreement over the declaration could lead to factions, with some preferring negotiation, others wanting a declaration, and others perhaps giving up, thereby weakening the overall effort. Political and strategic weakness. The existing state can use the lack of a declaration to delegitimize the movement, arguing that it is not a unified people seeking a new state, but simply a fringe group following a criminal leader. The state can use this ambiguity to justify a harsh crackdown with less international scrutiny. Difficulty in negotiation. If the existing state offers to negotiate, the movement lacks a clear, unified, and legally defined position, i.e., we are a new country demanding X versus we are a group of citizens demanding Y. The arrest and the lack of declaration weaken their leverage at the bargaining table. In summary, the absence of a declaration, especially following the leader's arrest, strips the movement of potential legal and international legitimacy, exposes the leader to maximum legal penalty, and highlights deep political weakness or division within the movement itself.
Are you following? When we refuse the danger, when we refuse to make a declaration, after Nnamdi Kanu, the president of United States of Biafra, was arrested, was kidnapped in another country, brought him back to Nigeria. The Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, was arrested in Finland in conjunction with Nigeria government. And we failed to make a declaration. After you have listened to all this, is it what you wish them? When you fall back, when you stand on the way of declaration, when you refuse to make a declaration, the danger. We will refresh it, then we'll come back from where we start analyzing it more for those who are just joining us so they will understand what we are doing this morning. Listen to this.
The situation where a leader fighting for a new country is arrested, but his people refuse to make a formal declaration of independence, presents several significant dangers for the movement. Legal vulnerability of the leader. Without a declaration of a new country, the leader is legally viewed by the existing state as a simple insurgent, rebel, or even a terrorist, and can be charged with serious crimes such as treason or sedition. The existing state would likely not recognize any political prisoner status. Loss of international recognition opportunity. A formal declaration of independence, even if not immediately recognized, is a necessary step to seek international support, recognition, and the protection afforded by international law regarding states and self-determination. Without it, other countries are less likely to intervene or officially support a movement perceived as an internal insurrection. Internal division and loss of momentum. The refusal of the people, or a key part of the movement, to declare independence suggests deep internal hesitation or disagreement.
I hope you're listening. Internal division and loss of momentum. The refusal of the people or a key part of the movement to declare independence suggested a deep internal hesitation of disagreement. That is what we are passing through today. But the happiness is that the majority, the population of Biafran people accepted the declaration. When we refuse it, see the danger. You see, had in the beginning, the names that they will tag on Nnamdi Kanu, Simon Ekpa, to deal with them. And when they are dealing with them, they are dealing with you and I also. Let's continue.
Loss of momentum. The arrest of the leader, a galvanizing figure, combined with a failure to take the next bold step, declaration, can cause the movement to lose morale, focus, and popular support.
Do you hear this? Loss of momentum. When we refuse to make a declaration of United States of Biafra, if we have failed, because those people who are championing fall back, they told us, Master Kanu said, Master Simon, our Prime Minister, Master Simon said that we don't need a declaration. They would have gone to Finland and come back. Not even that the problem is that, okay, you will not declare it to November, it must be September, it must be December. Remember, the problem is not that they said, okay, you will not declare on this day, on 29, it will be declared, it must be declared on December 2nd. No. The problem is that outrightly, they don't want the declaration to happen at all. They don't want the declaration to happen. It's just a common word. Because the agreement between them and Nigeria is to stop the declaration. So Nnamdi Kanu will continuously answering terrorist leader, insurgency, rebel, and what's not. So Nigeria could see something to lay their hand. Finland could see something to lay their hand. But the declaration cut off all their hand and all their powers. That is the agreement between Ogenkere and those people that fall back, that refuse our declaration. You heard this is under international law. This is from Geneva Convention, 1949. And that on that day is from where I got what I'm presenting to you this morning. Those people who fall back, now do you understand their intention? For Nigeria to sentence Nnamdi Kanu, our president of University of Biafra, life imprisonment, our prime minister, Simon Ekpa, to be quiet anyhow, and no country will intervene, because the country will see them as a common criminal, as a terrorist financier, as a terrorist group, as a rebel, as an insurgent. This is the names that the world want to see them with. When we fail to make our official declaration, the danger on it. So you will know the wish of those people to Simon Ekpa. Those even claiming that PM Simon Ekpa. You see their wish to him. So they are them. This is their wish when they are fighting against the declaration of United States of Biafra. Look at their wish here. That is why when you see them, do not romance them. They are not your brother. They are not your friend. Rather, they are your enemy who want you to pass away. The fallback people. If you're my comment section, if you come in, you put like, remove your like. If you, that is the two people that has been minus, no problem. Because you would never like truth. I only want you to listen to me, so you may change your way. This is an international law. What they told us about when a leader is being arrested before the leader who is fighting to liberate his people. These are the danger. When that leader was arrested, and you know that what Mazen Kanu is fighting for, to make Biafra a new country. That is what he's fighting for. When you know that Abatobi is fighting for, make Biafra a new country. And the Biafra is going to become a new country on November 29, 2024. And you are against it. You want them to die. You want them to be a common criminal, a common terrorist. That is what you want them. How could it be what you want? How could it be what you wish them? This international law is making us to understand the importance of why we have to make a declaration that was held in Finland on November 29, 2024. That is what saves Simon Ekpa's life. That is what is still keeping Nnamdi Kanu's life. Yes, I see someone special. Glad. Good morning from here. I see Coaches 042. Good morning from here, my brother. Thank you so much for your comments. Thank you so much. I see Mankind. Good morning from here. Thank you, my people. Please, as you come, please like and share the program. Please like and share, like and share, like and share the program, so others may know the documents that we are reading from Geneva Convention 1949. These documents are very important. If you think that what we are doing, what we to share, share it. If you are from the enemy's camp, you may dislike. Please remove your like. Like those people who has come in here, they remove their like because they are from fallback group people. They run away. I want you to listen to this.
Division. Disagreement over the declaration could lead to factions, with some preferring negotiation, others wanting a declaration, and others perhaps giving up, thereby weakening the overall effort.
Do you hear this? Division, what we have today, division from IPOB, division from fallback, division from accountability, division from Adandosho, division from Faithless Unite, and all these division you see around. Anybody, they told you that the danger when a leader was arrested and his people refused to stood up and make a declaration. You had the danger right now. The danger is in fact, is unacceptable. Then they said that the arrest of the leader might cause a division. Today we have a division. From time of Obatobie, those who believe in him. Now we have a division, those who don't want declaration. Because they want Nnamdi Kanu to be died in prison. They want Nnamdi to sentence life imprisonment or to sentence him life to sentence him by hanging. This is what these people plan, and they are telling you the danger. And after you listen to this, you will see go ahead and be doing what you are doing. Ask yourself question. What are you doing? The world know that the division will come soon when leader is arrested. Disagreement over the declaration could lead to factors. That is what we are seeing today. You have seen Nnamdi Oramma. You have seen Nnamdi Oramma. You have seen Faithless Unite. You have seen Sana Akroba and the Oge with layers. You have seen CRC. These are different factors that come into what we are doing because of they don't. All these groups, none of them plan good for Mas Simon Ekpa. They want him to be there. Targets of those are from IPOB One Nigeria. They never want Mas Kanu out because they are the one who betrayed him. They are the one who sold him out. My people. In between of all this, we are still on the danger when we refuse to make a declaration. Ibe, good morning. You're welcome. So, the Biafran people, I want to understand what we are into. I want to understand the importance of what we are doing. When you put your mind for a declaration, why you have to start there? Standing on the declaration mandate of a new country called United States of Biafra is what? It's giving Mas Kanu his life back and his freedom back. It's giving Mas Simon Ekpa his life back and his freedom back. YouTube, I don't know why you are minusing the like from 21 to 16. It doesn't matter, even if you want to press us down. We are not going to stop what we are doing because this document, whenever we read this international document, these are the challenges we are facing. If we are not reading this particular Geneva Convention of danger of Mas Kanu or for Biafran people not to make declaration, what we've seen, the likes are going down, the viewers are going down. I don't know why. It doesn't matter. So you have it here. They know, the world knows that there will be a division once a leader is being arrested. They know. And inside the world, and inside those divisions, they know the rightful one. That is the most happiness of it, because when you ask a question, call it, just ask on a Google, a group of people who make a declaration of a new country with a document, can they get international recognition? You find an answer. And you also ask a group who did not make a declaration and they did not have the document of declaration, can they get international support? You will find an answer. It's like also what we are doing now, the danger of when we refuse to make a declaration. Let's continue. Let's continue. With some prefer negotiation, others waiting, others wanting a declaration. We that want a declaration, we are the one on the right side of it. We that make a declaration, stand with our declaration, stand with our government of United States of Biafra, led by Dr. Ngozi Arabeze. We are the one that on the right track, believe you me. And the others perhaps give up. Mas Yugo have give up today and told that he will wait until Nnamdi is out. He will wait until Mas Kanu is out. Those people has did what? Has give up on the movement. Now that we're in a country. Imagine Mas Yugo 247 giving up now that we're in a country. Because of the rest of Nnamdi. Imagine that. Thereby weaken the overall efforts thereby weaken the overall effort. CRC, weaken effort of raising Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa. Sonny Aprawa and Oge Nkere weaken the same efforts. In fact, in general, all these people who refuses to stand on the mandate of the declaration with the United States of Biafra, they don't want Nnamdi Kanu out, and they never want Biafra to be a country. They thought they will continue using it to make you continue giving them money, and they are feeding with the blood money, but they will never go free. I hope you had it here under international law. What we are passing through today, many countries has passed through that way. Many countries has gone through that level that we are, the Biafran people, are passing through today. And these are things we will pass through before we will be able to stand strong as a nation. America fought brutal Cold War. Germany fought. All these countries that have their own, that where our people run in there today, refuse to adhere to support and get their own country. All these countries fight brutal war. There is blood that was spilled in those lands before they stand where they stand today. International law cannot just come in for you, my brother. You must look for them. International law is like someone who is hungry. You are the one to go to where you buy food, or you are the one to go to port and collect a food. That is international law for you. They will not just come. And they will not come. It's only now that we make a declaration that we are a new country, they can intervene. Here, they told you that why they are keeping quiet is that they will have, because of we don't make a declaration of a new country, that they are seeing us as some people who are disturbing, who are rebel against Nigeria government. That is internal affair of Nigeria. But now we make a declaration with our declaration documents as we are going anywhere to submit it. They now see us as the people who has right, who are called, so they will come. That is why they're keeping quiet. But now they are no longer keeping quiet anymore. Very soon you will see the handworks of your government more and more. Let's continue.
Political and strategic weakness. The existing state can use the lack of a declaration to delegitimize the movement.
Do you hear this? Political and strategic weakness. The existing state, the Nigeria state, can use the lack of declaration to delegitimize the movement. That is what they are planning, to stop us. This is international law document we are reading from Geneva Convention 1949. Go there, you will see more. Nigeria as an existing state, Nigeria as the present state that we are into, where we are seeking out from, they will use it when we did not make a declaration. Do you know that if we not for our declaration, that by today, Nnamdi Kanu could have been sentenced life imprisonment according to what Nigeria planned for him and for me and for you? Because when sentence him life imprisonment, you are monk. I am a monk. What saved him today? They are seeing the shenanigan in the court is a declaration. Nigeria know the importance of declaration. They know it. Nigeria government understand the importance of declaration. And that is why they cry. Okay, fail them woefully with the layers and the whatever they call that stupid law firm. They knew. That is why they want to stop the movement of our declaration. Professor AJ, good morning from here. I hope we are making common sense. I hope that this law, this international document is bringing us something into our mind. I hope that. Now, my fellow Biafrans, please, as you come, please like and share the program. Like, even though YouTube is trying to frustrate us, we are not going to allow them to do that to us. We must continue what we are doing. The movement. Arguing that it is not a unified people seeking a new state.
but simply a fringe group following a criminal leader.
Do you hear it? When we fail to make a declaration, when we fail, yeah, Chukwuemeka, that time, what you're asking, the time is coming. Just calm down. The government is working through all this process, but you will know because the government told you that they are not here to do cho. Anyone have concluded, they will let you know. So the government is on that. Relax your mind. Nigeria government will argue that it's not a uniformed people. After they have used our people inside us to do what? To legitimize the movement. They are the one also who will come and tell you, oh, that this group of people, they are not uniformed people seeking for a new country, but a simple figure group following a criminal leader. Is it not the name they're calling Nnamdi Simon right now? All these things are under international law. They know it. Well, that is why I decided to bring. That is why this platform is always bringing. This is only what we can do to educate, for us to educate ourselves, to know the intention of why Nigeria government paid Ogenkere. When they find out that Ogenkere has felt like DOS, they paid the man Maduabo and Chobo Okoma, who got 23 million and told them it's a small chicken change. They pay Alexander Osho. They pay all of them that are seen today making mockery of themselves on social media. I want you to see it here. This is not Ngozi saying this. This is not me. This is international law, international document. United in 1949. Imagine. And today is 2025. We are presenting it to you after all long time for agitation. And those who claim that their social media doing something cannot bring all these things out and give it to us. And they shy away from it, and we repeating doing the same thing that we are doing every blessed day. When we come, we say the way we want to walk away. No, the way we want cannot get us international recognition. The way we think cannot get international recognition. It's only when we start bringing all these things out and putting it in front of them is where they will know that yes, so they already understand everything. There's no need to hide anything from them. Let us give them what they want so they can stop exposing the law more and more. You don't know that? You don't know that? Now, government will be arguing under with all the other countries who come close to us. But why are you doing this? Now, you tell you. Remember, there was one interview on Al Jazeera they held with the late Bulgaria. He told them that people are not organized, that when they organize, they will come, that they will listen. Now that you have a government that is organized and there's some inconsequential, some morons, some greedy people, some selfish interests, some haters of the freedom decided to collate with the Nigerian government to stop it, are you going to join them? Are you going to support them? Here you told that there are some people may decide to fall back. Some may decide to say, no, I am not again until those that comes outside. Those people are the ones that are making the movement to know that we are not uniformed people. Biafran people under United States of Biafra are uniformed. We are organized. We are well organized. And we are not a group of people. Nigeria government arguing that it is not uniformed people seeking for a new country. Nigeria know that we're seeking for a new country. They know. They know very well. This law here is proving it to you and I. Because when Bulgaria opened his mouth and said that the Biafran, those people are not organized. Today we are organized and we are uniformed by ourselves. That is why you can see me putting my social media, because when I said I understand where the government is, and because what I am seeing, what I'm researching, I know that the declaration is the first key to get recognition for a new country. And when you refuse to make a declaration, You ask them to call Mazi Nnamdi Kanu a common criminal leader and not Simon Eba. This is what you are giving Nigeria government power to call him. What they're giving federal power to call Mazi Simon Eba, the Prime Minister. Eh? I see you, Ozil. I see you, Gabriel. Good morning from here. Thank you so much. Your comment is encouraging. Honestly, all the Biafrans in the comment section, your comment is encouraging. Thank you so much. I miss people's comments whenever I'm not online. Seriously, that is why when I have that chance, I will fly out. I don't care about the sleep. What I care is to be here for us to understand this very well. Those who just come, please hold on. After we have finished my summation, I'm going to play the voice. After playing the program, the voice of the danger. Then, before we go into the second session, we will allow phone call in the next 30 minutes or thereabouts. I want to read here carefully with you for those who are falling back and those like Mazugo 247 who have stopped fighting because he's waiting for Mazuka to come outside. Listen. Political and strategist weakness. How Nigeria plan to weak us. There is no Nigerian name here, but because of what we are passing to, what is happening to us is what Nigeria is doing to us. That is, so when you see me reading and putting Nigerian name here, I want you to understand something. That is why I have to do that. The Nigeria existing state can use the lack of declaration to do what? To disorganize us, to stop the movement. Nigeria argued that it's not a uniform people seeking for a new country, but a simple figure group following a criminal leader. Do you see the name they call Mazi, our people? Do you see the name they are calling our president and our prime minister right now? What Nigeria is calling them? What Nigeria, once they are being called that name, they also calling you and I the same name. The state can be used this ambiguously to justify a harsh crackdown with less international security.
The state can use this ambiguity to justify a harsh crackdown with less international scrutiny.
Yes, international scrutiny. So they will say that we are not organized people, that their leader is a criminal. The leader, you heard it from the previous paragraph, that our leader is a terrorist, they are insurgency, they are rebel, they are this, they are that. What causes it? When we refuse to make a declaration. That is the danger. If Dr. Ngozi Orebeze and some who stood on by her side to make a declaration on November 29, 2024, this could have been, and without that, by now, Obato Obie could have been back in Nigeria and his life will be off. Let's continue.
Difficulty in negotiation. If the existing state offers to negotiate, the movement lacks a clear, unified, and legally defined position.
Do you hear this? Difficult to negotiate when we refuse to make a declaration. Nigeria as an existing state offered to negotiate. The movement lack a clear, unified, and legal defend position when we did not make a declaration, my people. These are the things we lack if you refuse to make a declaration. Please remember the code will change somehow. After our last 3 days ago program here, we pull a document from a Vienna Convention and Geneva Convention which prove that by now that we're supposed to be calling Mazi Nnamdi Kanu the president of United States of Biafra, to change his status to for Nigeria, calling him name that we didn't hear today. They also said we are going to be using the name of Prime Minister for Mass Simon. So please, on that hash that we normally use, which is our, or the hash that happened to be our code here, the hashtag has changed. The hashtag is now hashtag Finland government free the Prime Minister of United States of Biafra, Mass Simon Epanjoko. Nigeria and Britain hashtag free the president of United States of Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They say that this changes their status. So the international body will see it that they are no longer a leader of a group. Rather, they are a leader, head of state. They said they will be seeing them as the head of state. That is why we have changed the code. So please, but it still remain hashtag free. But you must put that name. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the president of United States of Biafra. Mazi Simon Ekpa, the prime minister of United States of Biafra. These are important into what we are doing right now. No, where will stop. Now, if the Nigeria government as an existing state officer to negotiate, the movement lack a clear, uniform, and legal defense position when we did not make our declaration. We lack a legal defense. That is why I told you, if you are waiting for Nigeria to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you are deceiving yourself. With what I have searched through, what I have seen so far, no leader who was arrested because of fighting for a new country is released. The terrorist they catches inside bush who is not fighting to divide Nigeria will be released. But that one who is fighting for a new country is not going to be released. He can only be released when the country was declared, and once they get an international recognition, the leader will release. That is how Jomo Kenyatta of Kenya was released. This is how Nelson Mandela was released. This is how Gandhi of India was released. This is how Rahman of Bangladesh was released. Go and search about these four people who fought for freedom of a new country of their people. No call to release them. Mike yes said, even regarding nation, even redeclared nation has their history, and they call for international attention for foreign authorities to renounce the goal by processing by receiving their official declaration flag. That is it, my brother. Please, as you come, please like and share. I see you, Gozia Ezenwa. Good morning from here. Please like and share the program as you come seeing. You know, we are on the difficult of bargain of raising Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And I told you, nobody, no court in Nigeria will release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Hey, our people. Until we face this reality squarely. You know that Nigeria is passing time. Nigeria are waiting for us to get international recognition. That is what Nnamdi is waiting. So he will not disappoint the North who put him in position. So he will not disappoint the caliphate. No Nigeria court will ever release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Go and search history very well. Let me tell you this thing. There is difference between just a terrorist who is under a country like Nigeria. When they catches them, Nigeria has right to say that they are a prisoner of conscience, they are this and that, they will release them. But when they catches a leader who is fighting for a new country, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is fighting to divide Nigeria. Mazi Simon Ekpa is fighting for Nigeria to be divided. So we, the Biafran, will have our own country. There are no court will free them. No court to free Gandhi. No court to free Rahman of Bangladesh. No call to free Jomo Kenyatta of Kenya. No call to free Nelson Mandela. Go and check what I'm telling you. They only freed immediately they stand up for declaration. After the declaration, once they get international recognition, their leaders was sent back to them as a history. They come back, become the first president, become the first prime ministers in their country. Go and check all this process that other countries who move out from other countries, they pass that road. We must pass this the same road. And that is what we are passing through today. My people, we must tell the truth, no matter how hot this truth is hot, no matter how bitter it is on your body. This is international. This is what it is to be a country. This is all about it. The road we are passing through now is what others. Bangladesh, you know it, they pass through that way. India pass through that way. The Kenya, where they kidnap person and the Kanu today, pass through that way. Nelson Mandela in after the regime pass his own, or he gets what he wants. So if you are expecting Nigeria to this man Simon Hansen and the Kanu or Finland, you are lying. You are a deceiver. I can't deceive you. I can't deceive myself because I have made research. I have found out the truth. Someone told you that Nigeria government will not release that they will never release Mazen and the Kanu. What release Mazen and Kanu is our right now. We have achieved first goal. What release the two of them right now is our recognition from any country that's under UN. This is what we must fight for. They will be released. No courts, no lawyer, no judiciary, nothing except recognition. And it's only now that we are a country that some country can force Nigeria also to release them. And you know that we have declared for them to come out right now, they will become a president and prime ministers in Biafra government. You don't know? These are truths that we almost know. So the danger of when we refuse to make a declaration, now that Nnamdi Kanu and Mazen was arrested, was arrested, the prime minister. Finland released a prime minister of United States of Biafra, Simon Ekpa. He is not leading any group, rather, he is a prime minister of United States of Biafra. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is a president of United States of Biafra. This is the truth. After my research, I decided to do that. And it says that through that way, their name, their sex, that what Nigeria is charging them is useless when we start using that name on them after our declaration. You followed me 3 days ago. Go and check my program 3 days ago. You will see, because today is only 3 days I did not come online because of my tight schedule where I'm working. My people, these are fact and figure that are out there for you. Stop being deceived. Stop being naive. Let's face the reality, no matter how painful it is. We continue.
I.e., we are a new country demanding X versus we are a group of citizens demanding Y. The arrest and the lack of declaration weaken their leverage at the bargaining table.
Do you hear it? What everyone is demanding. Nigeria is demanding that we lack legal opportunity to release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Even though that the only right he has that he was kidnapped. That he was kidnapped gives him right for him to be released, because by that Nigeria has violated every law of the world by going to Kenya, kidnapping Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, our president. By kidnapping the president of United States of Biafra in Kenya. They have destroyed many laws. And you think that that thing that makes them to destroy the law is going to be easy for them to release Mazen and Simon Ekpa. You are deceiving yourself. You and I, of the release of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, our president, the release of our prime minister is in the hands of you and I and the government. That's what it is. You hear they said the group or the citizens demand the arrest and lack of declaration weakens the leverage of the bargaining table. na ọ bụrụ na anyị enwe declaration na anyị lack the table to negotiate under international law, under foreign countries, under countries that are interested on Biafran matters, for them, na ọ bụrụ na anyị eme declaration na anyị lack that thing to bargain for their release on the table. But the document of declaration makes everything right for them. In summary,
the absence of a declaration, especially following the leader's arrest, strips the movement of potential legal and international legitimacy, exposes the leader to maximum legal penalty, and highlights deep political weakness or division within the movement itself.
Do you hear it? That all this division also is a problem, is a danger. That all the division that we are seeing today is also what a danger into what we are doing. In summary, the absence of a declaration, especially following the leader's arrest, strip the movement of political, legal, and international legitimacy. More a declaration if we did not. But because of a declaration and legitimacy and legal political way to seek and ask for their release to the Biafran people as a new country, expose the leader to maximum legal penalty because of lack of declaration, the danger, and the highlighting deep political weakness or division within the movement itself. All this division you are saying is also part of a danger in what we are doing. But because of we have a government who understand that all these things are danger, that all these things is just distract us, they focus on the important thing and leave the shenanigan of all these groups. They are nowhere to be found, because on international law, what they are looking for, they will never see it. But why the government that made it official declaration are the one to see it right. Please pardon me as I play the voice fully again. After the voice ends, we will open our phone call. You hold on until when this first session play fully. If you want to record this, please record. I will not say a word. I will not interject. I will allow you to play down so you listen. Then after that, if you want to call and give a exposition or make a submission on what you heard. So for you to correct those who are falling back, those on the fence, as you go and start fighting.
The situation where a leader fighting for a new country is arrested, but his people refuse to make a formal declaration of independence, presents several significant dangers for the movement. Legal vulnerability of the leader. Without a declaration of a new country, the leader is legally viewed by the existing state as a simple insurgent, rebel, or even a terrorist, and can be charged with serious crimes such as treason or sedition. The existing state would likely not recognize any political prisoner status. Loss of international recognition opportunity. A formal declaration of independence, even if not immediately recognized, is a necessary step to seek international support, recognition, and the protection afforded by international law regarding states and self-determination. Without it, other countries are less likely to intervene or officially support a movement perceived as an internal insurrection. Internal division and loss of momentum. The refusal of the people, or a key part of the movement, to declare independence suggests deep internal hesitation or disagreement. Loss of momentum. The arrest of the leader, a galvanizing figure, combined with a failure to take the next bold step, declaration, can cause the movement to lose morale, focus, popular support. Division. Disagreement over the declaration could lead to factions, with some preferring negotiation, others wanting a declaration, and others perhaps giving up, thereby weakening the overall effort. Political and strategic weakness. The existing state can use the lack of a declaration to delegitimize the movement, arguing that it is not a unified people seeking a new state, but simply a fringe group following a criminal leader. The state can use this ambiguity to justify a harsh crackdown with less international scrutiny. Difficulty in negotiation. If the existing state offers to negotiate, the movement lacks a clear, unified, and legally defined position, i.e., we are a new country demanding X versus We are a group of citizens demanding why. The arrest and the lack of declaration weaken their leverage at the bargaining table. In summary, the absence of a declaration, especially following the leader's arrest, strips the movement of potential legal and international legitimacy, exposes the leader to maximum legal penalty, and highlights deep political weakness or division within the movement itself.
I hope, my people, you heard this clearly. I hope you heard it clearly. The danger when we refuse to make a declaration, the danger of the fallback, the accountability, and all of them. The number to call, our number is open to call right now. The number to call remains +9733360513337. That is the number to call. +9733360513337. Please, my people, that is our number to call if you wish to call. Now, after we wait for phone call, and some people call us into what we are doing to make their own submission or what you think, we are going to listen to what are the benefits. Remember, we have discussed the danger when we fail to make a declaration. Now that our president was kidnapped, Nnamdi Kanu, now that the Prime Minister, was arrested by Finland, you can see the danger. So now we have listened to the danger. Now the danger is why I ask you to call. For anybody who is refusing this, our declaration, supporting this danger, what is your own mind? What is your own stake about that kind of people? And also, what is your word on your own? What do you understand today? That's what is the encouragement that the declaration will give to you. What was that encouragement? What was that belief that the declaration will give to you into what we are doing? That's our official declaration that was happening in Latin Finland. So, please, my people, you can call right now to submit your own. But before you call, I think I will still repeating, playing the danger. So people that comes in right now, we understand what we are doing. And anybody who wants to call, you are free. Before we go into the benefits of that, this our declaration. You can also see
the situation where a leader fighting for a new country is arrested, but his people refuse to make a formal declaration of independence, presents several significant dangers for the movement. Legal vulnerability of the leader. Without a declaration of a new country, the leader is legally viewed by the existing state as a simple insurgent, rebel, or even a terrorist, and can be charged with serious crimes such as treason or sedition. The existing state would likely not recognize any political prisoner status. Loss of international recognition opportunity. A formal declaration of independence, even if not immediately recognized, is a necessary step to seek international support, recognition, and the protection afforded by international...
Do you hear this? Even it was not immediately recognized, as we make a declaration of University of Biafra, that even though that we are not organized, that we can argue, we can seek for their release. That is the important, and with that document of our declaration, that we are legal to seek for their release. All these things are there. When you listen to all these international convention, this and what they are planned, you will see there is a plan. But because of the corrupt one has entered every offices, that is why things are slow. That is why things are not happening as supposed to happen. We'll continue. Remember, you are free to call on number +973360513337. You can call as we are listening.
National law regarding states and self-determination. Without it, Other countries are less likely to intervene or officially support a movement perceived as an internal insurrection. Internal division and loss of momentum.
Yeah, we have our first call. Yes, so good morning, onye eziokwu. Good morning.
Ndewo Maazị
Yeah,
Read Biafra TV.
yeah, Coach Who's 042. Good morning.
Good morning from my side.
Yes.
And good morning all the new Biafrans all over the world. Well, the little things need chip in with the message of the redemption that name that we Biafra need to agitate. We're actually going to be agitated or how? Quite our the Deputy Prime Minister of United States of Biafra, we're going to put it as an advice.
Yeah.
Because that is the only thing we need to do now. That name for she and the whole cabinet to make that name official to the whole world. That Nigeria is holding the President of United States of Biafra. And Finland is also holding Prime Minister of United States of Biafra. I think they are going to make the two countries, and even other countries, to know that they are holding an important person. Because as it is now, all these people, most especially the international world in short, even British, they just make a death here and still they know what is happening. Because we still know that the genuine ones are still that people they're talking about. Once we make that name official, I think that we're going to help we and help other countries to recognize the United States of Biafra. That's the thing I have to say now.
Yes, thank you, Mazi. Yeah, exactly the way he said it. That is what, our last 2-3 days program, that is exactly what we did here to explain why it's important under international law and how we can be able to do that. They say that this is changing this name they are calling them a common criminal, and even also here on the danger of not refusing to make a declaration. They also say the same thing also again, that when we refuse to make a declaration, that they will be seeing Mazin as a common criminal if you refuse. It's not a danger, it is a danger. Now, when we start using that name, only they say that those two names, President and Prime Minister, is a key figure in the world of politics. That is why the Biafran people, we have to agitate over it. And we also urge our government, please, our DPM, our cabinet members, in general, the United States of Biafra government, please adhere to make official statements about Nnamdi Kanu's name and Simon Eba. So the world may know that they're holding a two key figure, not like a common terrorist again, not like a common rebel, not like a common insurgency, not like all these names that was tagged to them. Our declaration give us the legitimate right or the legal way to do that, my people. So much coaches go on.
Yes. But and again, but I'm not been a number or blue menan.
Yeah.
And if you look, I know you're not near to Nigeria name. In actually the fake news, and the Ebumu Biafran, Ebumu Ibon, Yeme Onyibu, or what do you push your debuted in a social media step? We bully, I get put that into Watowa. Just let me just take an example. Like Babangida that just IBB that just come out, just make an exposition that cube that happened that time, that is not Igbo cube.
Yes.
As every one of us know, if Babangida come out and the last said that cube is Igbo cube, all these Gopa media all over Nigeria, they will be saying it even to today that me and you are still saying something. They are still discussing.
You are right.
They will continue to say it. But because they have said them the truth that they don't want to hear, That's why they didn't even mention it at all. Number two, would I going to say the bandit that is showcasing ammunition in northern part of Nigeria? Every one of us see everything that is happening. They did not mention it that they are media. But just take a look. Let me just take a look. Mazi Simon Ekpa. They are just calling self-acclaimed prime minister. What is that telling you? If they continue mentioning that name, even the whole world, they'll just be looking as if at we Biafran, we don't know what we are doing. But once the government make everything official, both our president Nnamdi Kanu and the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa make it official to the whole world, make it official to Nigeria. That is when they're going to know, yes, they are holding a prime minister, they are holding a president of a country. And then I want to see the international world. They're going to put eyes on what is happening in Biafra land.
That is what the laws, they said under this Geneva Convention, it said that once they start using those names, president, prime minister, that the international body will put eyes to know why this president was arrested, why this president was kidnapped. These are the most important things, because you know that, like I always said, choose. Do you know that the truth always come at last? Do you know that look at all these documents we are reading here. From 1949, some of them was amended in 1949, like Geneva Convention. Then Montevideo Convention from 1933 till now, they are there. But for those who are in this social media from 19 breaking, are they proving it to us? Do they even look for it and give us that? Look at what our problem is. Do you know that some of things that we are reading here right now, that if we have been putting it in measurement or all this while, by now, we are not supposed to be here where we are today. Because the world will see us that we don't know what we are doing. They see us that we shy away from the rating and doing the right. That is why I said for now that our sense of reason, like what we just did now, is what they call it. Our sense of reason must be changed. Look at the way look at the way you address the matter, and it's come to everybody's understanding that this is a reason why we to compare into what we are doing, that we have to use such name like Nnamdi Kanu, the president of United States of Biafra, Simon Ekpa, the prime minister of United States of Biafra. All these things, since all this while of 5 years of kidnapping Nnamdi Kanu, somebody like Hugo was preaching such a thing, by now, don't you believe that things could have been changed within ourselves?
Yes, 100%.
So we must continue. I am only sometimes getting angry because of kind of job I'm doing, that you keep me off social media for 2 days. If you see where I am, believe my brother, I am not sitting very well, honestly, because
that is why every one of us are still fighting.
Yes,
we are going to fight the last product in our body, because without us fighting, our born children, they're going to fight. They're going to still suffer what we are suffering.
Even when we are saying our unborn children, those that are alive now, starting from any 12 years, is going to suffer it if we do not finish it up. Not even just when we're using that our born children. That one is very far. Calculate from any child who is 12 years in Biafra right now. If we did not succeed on what we are doing from now to next 3 years, all of them are going to suffer it before those one will come. That is why we must fight with everything that is in everything humanly possible, like Master Kanu said it, to make that we restore, we get our recognition. Biafra has been declared. We have a legal document in our hand. Our self-referendum vote is a legal document. Our grievance is a legal document. That is why we must fight with everything in between to make sure that we get our recognition this time around. It's only what is holding us. It is. It is.
Let me just say my final message to all Biafran that is listening to me now.
Yes.
This is what every one of us have to do now. Once you enter any platform, both for back or for in, both any platform in short, continue to comment something about that. The Nigerian government is holding the president of president of Biafra.
Yes.
And Finland is also holding the Prime Minister of United States of Biafra.
Exactly.
I'm sure by every one of us to continue to comment and say something about it, that is when the government of United States of Biafra, which is our deputy Prime Minister, the cabinet, they're going to see the reason why we are saying something about that. And I'm sure by we doing that and making that agitation, the government is going to see the reason to implement it and make it official to the whole world. Thank you, Mazi. TV.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, my brother Coach Shoes. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes, my people. You heard it here from him also. Exactly what we are doing is what he's narrating. I greet our sister Ogon Nyanya, who gave us a super chat this morning. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. May him continue to bless you and protect you anywhere you are. May your pocket never run dry. In the name of Chukwuka, we pray. He said. Our call are still free. Our call are still opening in case if you want to call this morning into what we are doing. I want you to know that you are free to call on this program this morning. Please, you can call if you want to. We have a sister who called us. Let us return the call back. Let us return their call back, please. Is it today? Okay, not today. It's past day. So we must continue because everything that we are doing, the hands of Chukwuka Abiyama is controlling us, and he is the one who is piloting the affairs of the Biafran people. Nobody will stop us. It's only we can stop. Now we say that we are not going to stop. Nobody will do that. Nobody will do that. So let us continue on our document. We are waiting for call. If you want to call, please, you are free to call. If you also want to record voice and send to us to play, we're also going to play your voice because all are important into what we are doing this morning. Please, my people, please, as you come in, please like and share the program so other people may know that we are live this morning and we are here to do the needful. We are here to do what Chukwuka Abiyama asks us to come and do. That is the most important part of it. Why does this go back? So, my people, do not panic. The stage where we are only looking for only one thing. What is that we are looking for? We are only seeking for what? We are only seeking for recognition. But coming in terms of every other thing, we have achieved it and nobody will stop it. Nobody will stop it. I want you to know that the only way out is standing strong and continue piloting the affair of the Biafran people the way we're supposed to do it. No other way. I told you, just type on the Google. Use that word, Biafra government in exile. Use it. Between a Biafra government in exile that made a declaration, also have a document of a declaration. Which of them will get international recognition? Then also ask between Biafra government in exile, who did not make a declaration, who does not have a declaration document in their group, can they get international recognition? Just type, you find an answer by yourself. That's why I told you that the time we are into is no longer the time where anybody can deceive us anymore. That is the truth. Nobody can deceive us anymore. And any platform you go in, please, my people, if you have our comment section, we have many people that are commenting. But if I do that, it's only 6 people that be able to use that word. Hashtag Nigeria government and Britain. Free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the president of United States of Biafra. All they had, they called him here. I don't know why. Also, like just for you to hashtag Finland government, Freeman Simon Epa, the Prime Minister of United States of Biafra. Free them, free them, like what our brother Coaches 042 did just right now. That is what is hard for us to do. Any social media you are, even on the platform of Mass Humble Lion, on any platform you go, please do it. It draws attention. We need attention of the international global stage, international community. That's what we need. We are seeking recognition. All these things is what we use to seek our recognition. That is why it's important. When you have certain things, do it. Do it. It is very important if you do so. As you're waiting for our phone call, please, you want to call, you have this time, because when we go into the second session of what are the benefits of declaration of independence for a new country and meeting the demand of Montevideo Convention can help to release leader who was arrested before declaration of independence for a new country. That is the next article that we are going in. If the benefit, Ojibona, you're supposed to anywhere, anytime on the comment section, also pray for Congo's Arabese and give her that round of applause, because she did well by standing up to make a declaration of United States of Biafra as a new country. Make our declaration. Please, if you want to call, anyone who wants to call has now, you have more 5 minutes. If nobody call, please, if we start this next chapter, do not call until we finish it. The next session, you have only now to call. The time is counting. We have 4 minutes to go. So once it is over, the program starts. We are going to cease the phone call, so nobody will call until we finish. In summary, the absence of the declaration, especially following the leader's arrest, stripped the movement of political, legal, and international legitimacy. If we did not make a declaration, I hope you are listening. Our line is open for call. In summary of all we said in session 1, the absence of a declaration, the absence of our declaration, especially following the leader's arrest, strips the movement of political, legal, and international legitimacy. That thing you see Ogenkere going to congressmen, there is no, he has no, because he did not believe in the declaration of November 2029, 2024. He did not believe on that. They also did not believe that Biafra has been declared. So there is no way, and without our official document of declaration, the congressmen will listen. That is why the congressmen run away, and he told his gullible that the congressmen are busy watching them in television. These enemies are fighting. These enemies are doing everything humanly possible to stop what we are doing. You, even common for you to tag on comment section, Finland government, hashtag. Even common for you to on comment to write, to wrote the comment section, hashtag Finland government, free Mas Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister of United States of Biafra, is hard for you. Oh, if you are not calling him that, are you the one to answer that? If you are not calling Mas Simon the president, are you the one to answer the president? Two of them are the one. This is how it happens to every other country. Go and verify. It happens to Bangladesh. It happens to India. It happens to Kenya. It happens to South Africa. It happens to many other countries in the world. That happened to them. And those people that was arrested before the official the country or recognition of the country, they address them when they are, why they are in prison as a president, as a prime minister. What are you still doing? This is what the national law told us to do. Yeah, after you have had this danger of falling back, of not declaring the independence of Biafra, what do you think when you see anybody who falls back? What is your own opinion? You know that they are not here to make that your stopped, but they are only intend to destroy what we are doing by Nigeria government, because they are all well paid agents on our power. Okay, Chiamaka Jere, Adandosho, all who you are seeing today. Look at what the former Simon Eba. They plan for them to not to come out again. They plan for them to be sentenced life imprisonment or by hanging. Imagine, these are the dangers when you fail to make a declaration and stand on that declaration. Are you following? And a key figure was the one who made our declaration. Remember when we read about the key figure of the COS making a declaration, they said it is a key figure that international community may like to work with. Do not be panicked. Everything is in between. Our time for call remains only 1 minute. If anybody did not call in the next 1 minute, we are going to go into the second session. And once we are going into the second, please do not call, because we want it to finish before we can introduce our call again. So if you want to call, the time is counting. So if you want to call, you have to call now. Remember the next session. What are the benefits of a declaration of independence for a new country and the met demand of Montevideo Convention? Can this help to release a leader who was arrested before declaration of independence for a new country? This is the next session. As the time is over now, no call again. We are going to go in right now.
The decision to issue a Declaration of Independence is a profound strategic move with several critical benefits for a new country, and it can indirectly help an arrested leader by changing the fundamental nature of the conflict. Benefits of a Declaration of Independence for a new country. The declaration moves the struggle from an internal rebellion to an international conflict of self-determination, which provides 4 major strategic benefits. 1. Establishes legal and political legitimacy, internal and external. External. It's the official birth certificate of the new nation, asserting its claim to sovereignty and an equal station among the powers of the earth. This is a prerequisite for asking foreign nations to recognize the new country. Internal. It unifies the people, provides a clear principled rationale, like natural rights and grievances for the struggle, and commits the leadership irrevocably to the goal, preventing internal backsliding. 2. Secures foreign recognition and alliances. Diplomacy. Once a new country formally declares itself independent, foreign powers can, without violating international norms of non-interference in another state's internal affairs, officially recognize and form alliances with the new nation. This recognition is crucial for obtaining vital financial aid, military assistance and trade agreements to sustain the war movement against the former ruling state. 3. Defines the conflict as a war, not insurrection, military legal. By declaring independence, the conflict becomes legally distinguishable from a domestic law and order problem. The new nation can assert the right to wage war, which is a key component of sovereignty, and demand that its captured fighters be treated as prisoners of war, POWs, under international law, like the Geneva Conventions, rather than as criminals or insurgents. 4. A basis for future governance. The declaration often includes fundamental principles, like democracy, human rights, or rule of law, that serve as the ideological foundation for the new country's eventual constitution and legal system. How a Declaration of Independence can help an arrested leader. While a declaration does not guarantee the release of an arrested leader, it drastically changes his legal and political status, increasing the pressure for his release. Before declaration, rebel criminal. After declaration, political prisoner, head of state. Charge, treason or sedition, punishable by death or life imprisonment in the former state's court. Status, leader of a sovereign nation, or a self-proclaimed one, arrested by a hostile foreign power. Legal status, an internal criminal subject only to the former state's domestic laws. Legal status, a political prisoner or head of state/movement, subject to intense international scrutiny and diplomatic efforts. International response. Other nations may offer concern, but will rarely demand his release, as he is legally an internal criminal. International response. Foreign allies of the newly declared state can officially demand his release as a condition for peace, a prisoner exchange, or a diplomatic thaw. Leverage. The former state has maximum leverage and can dictate the terms of his trial and imprisonment. Leverage. The former state's political cost for prosecuting him skyrockets, as it would be seen as prosecuting the leader of a people's self-determination movement. Key takeaway. The
The declaration transforms the arrested figure from a criminal in a domestic court into a central figure in an international political dispute, providing a powerful, internationally recognized platform to demand his release. 3. Motivation Convention. Hypothetical context. The term motivation convention does not correspond to a specific, widely known international treaty or legal body like the Geneva Conventions or the UN Charter. It is likely a hypothetical or locally organized term. However, if we interpret a motivation convention to mean a large unified assembly or a major political conference of the independence movement, its function would be 1. To formally adopt the declaration. The convention would be the body that officially votes on and issues the Declaration of Independence, providing the critical legitimacy that a declaration needs to be taken seriously, i.e., it is the will of the people or their representatives. 2. To elect a new temporary leadership. The convention would likely establish a provisional government to carry on the struggle and act in the arrested leader's absence, demonstrating that the movement is bigger than one man and cannot be stopped by a single arrest. 3. To issue an ultimatum for release. The convention could pass a resolution or ultimatum demanding the arrested leader's release as the first condition for any dialogue, thereby using the declaration and the newly formed government as leverage.
I hope you followed, and I hope you listened carefully. Because Nnamdi obonto mo kan kegemo. And they mana ntena no here adi egungongo na pe wampe. I hope you have listened the benefit. Now you have followed us in first section when we talk about when we discuss about the dangers. Now with this, are you not happy that our declaration has a legal vital role to play for us to be a new country? So, my people, no born of human can prison Nnamdi Kanu. No human being can prison the Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa. Another woman can never imprison the President of the United States of Biafra. After you have listened to all this, that is why we are playing, that is why we are bringing all these documents out for you. Please, if you never subscribe on this page, you will see the link there. Just touch that link, it will take you into the page. You subscribe and also turn your notification on whenever we are live, then you may know that we are live. As we are following. Now, let us go into analysis of this. We play it, we pause, we explain. That is how we do it here.
The decision to issue a Declaration of Independence is a profound strategic move with several critical benefits for a new country, and it can indirectly help an arrested leader by changing the fundamental nature of the conflict.
Do you hear what they call it here? Now we are on the benefits. And that's where it provides strategic move with several criteria benefits for a new country. Once we declare it, there is a benefit. And it can identify help to secure our president, Nnamdi release. It can also help us to secure the release of our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa. And they said it's also going to change the fundamental nature of the conflict. What they are charging Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa, treason, felony, treason. Now our direction has changed all these things. If we are start using their name as the president of the United States of Biafra. If you are new on this page, for you to like and share, you will see a 3 dots, in front of you. Just click on that in front of you, then you will see like. So you like and share the program. So anytime we are live, you will know that we are live. And also turn notification on. The link here send you direct to the platform. Please do so, because we want this message to go viral. It is very, very important if you can do so. That is one thing that we all must know. When you look at what we are doing right now, the benefit and the danger, which one is the best one? It's not the benefit. To changing the names being tagged on Nnamdi Kanu, the president of the state of Biafra, and the name Bitagama Simon Ekpa, the prime minister of United States of Biafra. The benefit is set them free, but the danger, lock them in. They can never come outside. That is what the enemy planned. But their plan fell woefully on arrival. We must continue. Benefit of a declaration of independence for a new country.
Benefits of a declaration of independence for a new country. The declaration moves the struggle from an internal rebellion to an international conflict of self-determination, which provides 4 major strategic benefits. 1.
Hold on, before we go into that 4. Before going into the 4. The declaration moved the struggle from internal rebel to international conflict of self-determination, which provides 4 major strategic benefits. Remember that in danger is the worst, but now we're on the benefit. Can you see the benefit? Sorry? Can you see the benefit of what we're doing and how it's going to help all of us? As we are seeing the benefit, did you not prefer the benefit more than the danger? For me, whatever you are doing, you are getting benefit on it, is it not for you to do it more? You're welcome. When something is yielding a benefit, is it not for you to add more on it? That is why we ask you to add on the comment section, Nnamdi Kanu. They said that you don't need to consult them before using that name. They say, even though they are in the prison, that we may use that name, that we have right to use it for them, to change their status, to change the name they was being calling. I found in Nigeria now, the head of criminal, common criminal, the head of insurgency, the head of rebel, the head of terrorist group, this blah blah blah. That's what? That our declaration gives them a momentum for us to use the name president, to change that name that was being arrested with. You don't like it to be changed? You want to continue answering that name that he was arrested with? My people, we must change the way we're reasoning. That's why this law is making us to change the way we are reasoning, to be doing the right thing that we was not be doing before. My people, look at it. Look at it. We must continue. As now, the 4 benefits. What are the 1? Number 1.
Establishes legal and political legitimacy, internal and external.
Listen, do you hear number 1? That is why I love the Congo so much. That's why I don't play with her, because this is what she brought in with our declaration. They say establishing legal and the political legitimacy, internal and external, the declaration of United States of Biafra. My people, are you following? Don't you like this benefit of what our declaration is going? How the declaration is going to help out Nnamdi Kanu, Simon Ekpa, the president and the prime minister? We must continue.
Justifies the people. 2. Secures foreign.
Let's hold on 1 first. We'll never finish. External network is under attack. It is the official birth certificate declaration. Is official birth of certificate of a new nation declaration, asserting its claim to sovereignty and equally stations among the power of the earth. Declaration will give us all these benefits. This is a prerequisite for asking foreign nations to recognize the new country. Our declaration make us to have a document that we will use to ask every country in the world to give us recognition, to know that a new country has emerged. That day we open our mouths to make a declaration by the chief of staff, Dr. Ngozi Orabeze. From that day, we have a birth certificate. Do you hear it? That a country has a birth certificate. That the birth certificate was issued from that day that we made a declaration of United States of Biafra in Helsinki, Finland, on November 29, 2024. From that day, Biafra has birth rights. Birth certificate under international law. I hope you are following. Somehow we're under attack. Our network is somehow bad. Don't know why. But we will get through. We must get through. The Biafra, we must get through. We will not allow them to take us out. They are trying to take us out, but we will not do that for them. Don't know why. What's happened? Yeah, I think we are back. My people, are we still seeing? Are we still hearing me? Please, I need their comments because I am under attack. The page is somehow we are seriously on attack. Please, can you still see me? Can you still hear me? Please, who can help me to know? Let me know if you are still here and the other people are still hearing me on the comment section. Who is very close? Who is listening? Anybody here? Anybody here? Anybody here? Anybody here? To prove to us, are we still coming out? Yes, okay. Thank you so much. Okay, thank you so much. Because the page was under attack somehow. But it's okay. Thank you, Oganaya. Thank you so much. That our declaration give us what? Establishing legal and the political legitimacy, internal and external. External, it is the official birth. It is what? Official birth certificate of the new nation. Declaration is the official birth. Stressing its claims to sovereignty and equal accession among the power of earth. This is a precedent for asking foreign nations to recognize the new country. This is from, when it's all about external, this is how we can use it to ask other countries, Europe countries, Asia countries, Southeast Middle countries, to do what? To give us recognition because we have our document in our hand. It's not good. It's not something very, very nice. Please, if you are here, please, if you never like, please like and share the program. Please like. It's very important because when you like, another person will know that we are live. That's the important of like. As you are liking it is going. We only the YouTube are kicking us out and bringing us in for over 2 hours, and they just leave only 29 for us. No problem. We are there. What we want is for you to like and share so others know that we are live and we are direct. Then for the YouTube page, you can see the link there. If you never subscribe, just touch on that link. It will take you to the platform direct. Then you subscribe. Once you subscribe, next thing is you will see a bell. Touch that bell once. It will open and show notification. Choose a personal notification. Touch it once. Whatever we are live, you will know without anything, without looking so much on the internet to look for us. That is the truth of the matter. Now we're going to internal. Let's go. The people provide a clear and a principle that they are what? They have rights to become a new nation. They have right to have their own sovereignty. They have right to change their leaders, the struggle to become into a leadership of a new government. Do you see? Now, between the danger and the benefit, which one do you choose? For me, I choose the benefit. That is the declaration of United States of Biafra. That is what I choose. I don't know about you in the comment section. Internal. So within ourselves, we are going to have some problems. Even with Nigeria, they also call it in internal. But it is our right to choose the kind of nature. It is our right to choose the kind of country that we want to build, and those are going to be our leaders. How we are going to represent them on that international global stage. These are things that nobody will do for us. We are the one to do it by ourselves. Securing foreign what? Reconciliation, recognition, and the alliance diplomatic. Number 2. That is where we are now. Listen.
Recognition and alliances. Diplomacy. Once a new country formally declares itself independent, foreign powers can, without violating international norms of non-interference in another state's internal affairs, officially recognize and form alliances with the new nation. This recognition is crucial for obtaining vital financial aid, military assistance, and trade agreements to sustain the war movement against the former ruling state. 3. Defines the...
No, let's hold on 3 or 2 first. Let's finish 2. Securing foreign recognition and the alliances, diplomatic. Peaceful peace. You are welcome. Good morning from here. Once a new country formally declared its dependency, foreign powers can, without violating international norms of non-interfering in another state, entering affairs, officially recognize and form alliance with the new nations. Once we did that, once we get our recognition, once we are together, after we have declared it, we have a war. And we're also not going to violate Nigeria law, because Nigeria is a foreign country. Believe that. Nigeria is a country on their own. We are not going to violate their law, but them to not violate our own. Like right now, they are the one violating our own rights. But we're asking on the international global stage that you say that once a country is declared, that you will hurt them once they have official document in their hand. So what is stopping you from hearing us and come and ask Nigeria to live in our land? My people, everything that we are doing the right thing at the right time. This time we are into my fellow Biafrans. That is one of the things I want us to know. Foreign powers, without violating international norms and non-interfering in another state. Internal affairs, officially recognized and from alliances with the new nation. If whatever Nigeria wants, if they want peacefully, we are ready, we are good to go. So when you see all this and what we are into, you will see that the benefits are very, very important to achieve, instead of those who fall back, who bring danger into what we are doing. Let's continue. The recognition is a crucial for the obtaining vital financial aid. Now, if we want to ask any country for aid to support us, we must present our official declaration document that made us a country. That is what will give us the support, vital support for our financial, to seek for financial aid. Military assistance and the trading agreement to the status, the war of government against the former ruling state. I told you here, we are not in war with Nigeria. We only ask them that Biafra has been declared. Please allow us to go. all we are asking. We don't want, we are not spoiling your territory, we are not spoiling your sovereignty, but if they refuse to listen to us, we are going to drag them to mud. The Nigeria is already on the mud, we will finish them all. That is one thing I want you to know under this document. Number 3.
Conflict as a war, not insurrection. Military legal. By declaring independence, the conflict becomes legally distinguishable from a domestic law and order problem. The new nation can assert the right to wage war, which is a key component of sovereignty, and demand that its captured fighters be treated as prisoners of war, POWs, under international law, like the Geneva Conventions, rather than as criminals or insurgents.
I hope we had it. By declaring independency, the conflict between legal disgolable from a domestic law and the other problem. Now, our declaration ewepugo afandi anapoma Nnamdi Kanu ma Simon Ekpa. Our declaration. And when the declaration has happened, we start using that name, the president of a country. See, under this law, they said we don't have to go and seek the permission from Nnamdi Kanu. No. We don't have to go back to has already be answering our prime minister. We don't have to seek any of the opinion. They say why they are arrested. The people outside who fought for declaration of the country start making the use of their name as the president, as the prime minister, and it draws the attention of the global community. That's what it draws for. 1 minute. So, do you see the reason why the declaration is the most very important? And when you see these gullible who are making gesture of themselves and making mockery of the social media about our declaration, one not talking about fashion, they are foolish people. Which is the key composite of a sovereign state, and they demand that it is captured fighters be treated as a prisoner of war. Because of that, we made our declaration. Nnamdi Kanu, the Biafran president, Simon Ekpa, the prime minister of the of Biafra, these two, they now, because of our declaration, they are going to be treated as the one who are a freedom fighter, who fight for a new country. They are going to be treated as a prisoners of war, not like insurgency, not like rebel, not like terrorism group, not like terrorist of a leader, not like you have been described as a terrorist group. No, our declaration. In our declaration, all this name dies, but we must adhere to use the name of Nnamdi Kanu as the president. What is stopping you in the comment section? Type it in the comment section. Put it in the comment section. PWO under international law, like the Geneva Convention, rather than as a common criminal or insurgency. That is the benefit of the declaration. It removes their name under all these terrorist group, common criminal, insurgency, self-acclaimed. All these things vanished after our declaration. If you know, you know. Number 4.
4. A basis for future governance. The declaration often includes fundamental principles, like democracy, human rights, or rule of law, that serve as the ideological foundation for the new country's eventual constitution and legal system.
Do you hear it? A basis of a future government. The declaration often including fundamental principles like democracy, human rights, or rule of law. That is what the declaration, that is why I told you, that is very, very important. That is why you don't play with it. That is why we have many, many benefits. That is why the declaration is our life today. Please, make that like up to, let's complete that like 30 people, please. Complete it for me. If you never like the program, if you just come newly, you can see me, you will see a wall like this, then I will be in the middle of the wall. Look at in front of your phone, you will see a 3 dots. Click on click that 3 dots, then you got like and share. Do it for me, please. Do it for this program, so the program will go viral. Because once one person like, 2 other people will see it. Do that, and also share the program, please. It is very, very important if you do so. So they know that we are not forgetting anything. We must continue. You remember where we are. The benefit of our what? Declaration. How important it is what we are listening to. A rule of law that serves as an ideological foundation for the new country constitution and the legal system. Do you hear it? Declaration. Umokoko na aboko. Say na say mekwali ngo the we deceive one or we make declaration. All get one see mekwali declaration are the one who want to deceive the Biafran people. But we thank God that he stood up and made the declaration. We thank God for that. We must continue. Aye.
How a declaration of independence can help an arrested leader.
Listen.
While a declaration does not guarantee the release of an arrested leader, it drastically changes his legal and political status, increasing the pressure for his release.
Do you hear that? Obo na me declare a release here. Na when a declaration does not, while a declaration does not grant the release of arrested leader, it is dramatical change his legal and political status. Like if we a criminal, Simon House of terrorist group, all these names that are all over social media. That's our declaration. Neutralize those names. If the now is it, they said here, it changes their status, increasing the pressure for them to be released. Once we make a declaration and we start using that name from Nnamdi, President of the University of Biafra, Simon the Prime Minister of the University of Biafra. This is how they're supposed to be addressed in every platform, that the world may know that we understand what we are doing. But as we cannot be able to do it now under this Geneva Convention document, they ask us to do that. What are you still waiting? Why in your comment section? Why are you not putting it there? Okay, for good morning, I greet you. You're welcome. Why are you not making a comment? Say like this. Like if you slow the program down, you will see past comments of Maziko Choose 042. You can see that comment when he said hashtag Nigeria government free Nnamdi Kanu, the president of United States of Biafra. Hashtag Finland government free the prime minister of the State of Biafra, Simon Ebanjoko. These are the names that we need to include. This is what the declaration gives to us, to change the status of political movement, because it's all about politics. That's what it is. And then the source said that it's going to increase the pressure for them to be released. It's going to change it. Now, let us see what are these benefits are more.
Before declaration, rebel criminal.
Before declaration in our own introduction, you understand what I'm saying? Before we made our declaration, Nnamdi Kanu is what? Before declaration, rebel and common criminal, terrorist. Now, after declaration, what? Listen.
Declaration, political prisoner, head of state.
After declaration, political prisoner, head of state. That is where it comes to call him the president of the state of Biafra. That is where the word comes from. After the declaration, political prisoner, head of state. A head of state is a president of that country, is the head of the state. I want to understand things, the level where we are, what we're supposed to be doing by right now, what we're supposed to push our people, what we're supposed to be letting you to know on social media. Not every time, all this. No, they're important to what they are doing, but they must not take all our time. They must not take all our time. We must make all this exposition. We must read all this international document, so you will know that they have already put what we're supposed to do. Okay, if you did not bring this thing out, if you did not research to find it out, I never knew that after a declaration of a country, that we have to change the name of Nnamdi Kanu to the president of a country, head of state, Simon, the prime minister. And these two names on the international global stage, that is, they say that these two names are two key figures when it comes to the politics of the world. This is what it is. The truths are bitter. The truth, nobody likes the truth. But I'm asking this question: if you are not calling Nnamdi Kanu the president, are you the one? They said on our last 3 days program, they said that we don't need to go and seek their permission before we start using those names. They say, even though they are in prison, that the people out there are going to use those names after declaration. Look how they say, before declaration, the name remains rebel, criminal, terrorist, insurgency. After the declaration, political prisoner, head of state.
Charge: treason or sedition, punishable by death or life imprisonment in the former state's court.
Do you hear that? In Nigeria court, charging Nnamdi Kanu treason or sedition or rebel, he said the punishment by death or life imprisonment in the court of Nigeria government. This is what Nigeria is planning. More than I made declaration. The name the declaration, we must use their name as the head of the state. Charges, treason or sedition, rebel, criminal, but all this name, they say the punishment by death of life imprisonment in the former court of Nigeria state. But because of our declaration and because of they have become what? A head of state is no longer holding ground on them. Listen.
Status: leader of a sovereign nation, or a self-proclaimed one, arrested by a hostile foreign power.
Do you hear that? Even as a global status, leader of a sovereign nation or a self-proclaimed one, arrested by a hostile foreign power, like holding Nnamdi Kanu in Finland. The charges and what will happen. Listen again.
Legal status: an internal criminal subject only to the former state's domestic laws.
Yes, all this legal status of a criminal, insurgency, and whatnot, they said the subject only to the former state. To Nigeria, continuously using it on Nnamdi Kanu, it's only on them. Now we make our official declaration and we have a document. No international body will use such a name to us anymore, my people. These are things that we have to consider. These are things that we must know. Because the ignorance in the eyes of law is not an excuse. We are here to present it to you.
Legal status: a political prisoner or head of state/movement, subject to intense international scrutiny and diplomatic efforts.
Do you hear that? Legal, remember, legal status and internal, that is Nigeria, criminal, terrorist, insurgency, sedition. But international way, legal status, political prisoner or head of state movement, subject to interesting international security and the diplomatic effort, international scrutiny and diplomatic effort. Do you hear it here? After our declaration, calling him a head of state, president, prime minister, is helping, and the way is a benefit also to them. The way declaration is a benefit between you and every other Biafran who believe and those who did not even believe. These are truths. International response. Listen.
International response: other nations may offer concern, but will rarely demand his release, as he is legally an internal criminal.
Listen. International response: other nations may offer concern, but why really demanding his release, as he is legal and internal criminal? Did you see it? They mbambo wagana gugu Nnamdi Kanu mana onu amanzi hike ha gugu Simon Ekpa mana onu amanzi hike mana mle da declare Biafra anya bia na akpọ ha ndị isi anyị na akpọ ha president na akpọ ha prime minister. Then the world okwu abia change. International response. But listen, this is an internal response that is Nigeria government, the way they are responding to you and I, to the international community, that Nnamdi Kanu is a criminal, he's a rebel, he's insurgency, he's a terrorist, he's a terrorism, and all what's not, they have charged him. Look at what international law, on the side of the international law, what it's all about.
International response: foreign allies of the newly declared state can officially demand his release as a condition for peace, a prisoner exchange, or a diplomatic thaw. Leverage: the former state.
Let's hold it here. International response: foreign alliances. Now that we have declared we have foreign alliances, that is where governments are busy signing documents, sending outside to other countries, both Africa, both everywhere, for us to get our international recognition after our declaration. A foreign alliances of a newly declared state can officially demand his release as a condition for peace, a prisoner exchange, or diplomatic way. It can be through diplomatic way. It can be many things. Once a foreign alliance of a newly declared state, someone like Van Vika, idiot, talking nonsense in America. I will have your time tomorrow to present you what it means for self-referendum under international law. And in many countries, over 50 countries, who has passed through the way of self-referendum before the declaration, my people. When I see Van Vika, you are in America, you claim you are a Reverend Father. You forget that Gina Matuta King was a Reverend Father. Who lead America out from colonialism under Britain? Oko. We will come for you. Leverage. Listen.
It has maximum leverage and can dictate the terms of his trial and imprisonment. Leverage. The former state's political cost for prosecuting him skyrockets, as it would be seen as prosecuting the leader of a people's self-determination movement.
Do you hear this? When now on the level of leverage, former state has maximum leverage, and they can indicate the terms of how trial and imprisonment. Nigeria government today are keeping Nnamdi Kanu because they never understand the meaning of declaration, and the Biafran people have never pushed enough in social media for them to understand the importance of our declaration. Once they know, they will shy away. But now the thing is their right. That is where they are postponing. That is where they are beginning to cause anytime they want. They think is their right. But what you and I is doing in social media, we also trigger to Nigeria to know that Biafra has been declared. That's why I told you that some things we do must change. Not only on attacking, consume all our time to attack ourselves. No. We must attack them and also let Nigeria government know the importance of our declaration. Nigeria government must release Nnamdi Kanu because he's a leader, he's a head of a new nation called United States of Biafra. Nigeria government, you are holding a president of a new country, Nnamdi Kanu. You are no longer holding a rebel, a criminal, a terrorist man. No, a head of state, Nnamdi Kanu. That is who you are holding. You must release him. You must release him. He is no longer in your custody, no longer under your own judiciary to try him. Set him free. Let him go with his flag. Now Biafra has been declared. United States of Biafra has been declared. We are not going back. Now listen. Leverage. The former state's political cost for prosecuting him scrutiny as it is would be seen as a prosecuting the leader of a people self-determination movement. If Nigeria government continues to tell him as Nnamdi Kanu, after it will have made it officially that we have declared Biafra and sent a document, whatever they are doing now under political, they are doing what? They are passing their boundary of the people of Biafra. On this level of leverage, Nnamdi Kanu automatically, they said here that Nigeria is prosecuting a head of state of a self-determination movement. Nigeria is holding the head of state of United States of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu. That is what our declaration. That is how to change their seduce for the world to know that they're holding a leader, they're holding the head, not only not a leader anymore. He automatically, they said, we don't need to go and consult Nnamdi Kanu. We want to be using your name as the president. No. They said, as the leader was arrested, that the people outside, you and I, have to call him the president of United States of Biafra. So it will draw attention of the international global stage. Remember what we do this morning. The danger the danger. And now, if we have reached the danger, we are on the benefit. Now we are on the leverage of it. You see the way I wish that I wish that this program is on laptop. You may see how they divided, put its line, how they narrate this, what I am reading to you. After this, you go to this. They will give you the first. Now look, let me show you when I say the first. When they say charging terrorism or sedition, now it's when we never declared. When we never declared. After our declaration. After getting international recognition. Not even with international recognition. This is once we declared it. We start. Then they said charging terrorists or sedition or any name. That Nigerian government, that the punishment may be Nigerian government punishing Nnamdi Kanu with life with element of hanging, life imprisonment. Then after now we have declared, look at it, a leader of a sovereign nation or a self-proclaimed one arrested by hostile foreign power. Now under what is here now, Nigeria will go a foreign country to us. That is why when we are in the homeland, we are doing our agitation in the homeland. I now go, don't call me rebel, Nigeria soldier, don't call me rebel, I'm a citizen and you a foreigner. This is how we sing when we are carrying placards and moving on the streets of Biafra. We are in our homeland. Now the declaration gives Nnamdi Kanu automatic status of answering the head of state of United States of Biafra. Nigeria has no power to sentence him to death or life imprisonment anymore. That name, rebel, terrorist, insurgency, sedition, whatever, all has been died on November 2024. If we could have been using the appropriate names and the appropriate things to handle the matter of the people of Biafra, of Mazinagama Simon Neighbor. If you have never started on your comment calling Nnamdi Kanu your president, that means you don't want him alive. If you never started calling Simon about the president on all the prime minister in all your comments, you don't want him alive. Social media is a willing tool for them to be released. Or you don't know? Let's continue.
Takeaway. The declaration transforms the arrested figure from a criminal in a domestic court into a central figure in an international political dispute, providing a powerful, internationally recognized platform to demand his release.
Do you hear
3.
it?
Motivation can...
That's what it's here. Key takeaway in our program today. The Geneva Convention gives us something to take away as we are going home. What is that? The declaration transformed the arrested figure from a criminal into a domestic court, into 25 foreign as an international political dispute. Now Otu Ibia go declare Biafra. Now transform Nnamdi Kanu, Simon Neighbor. Instead of it now was it terrorists, all these names or common criminals. No. Now the court must be do what under international political dispute ka ga-ezu ekpe ikpe na ndị a bụ ndị isi obodo nke mba United States of Biafra. For that reason, providing a powerful international recognition platform to demand his release, calling them president, calling them prime minister, and on all our social media handles. It draws attention. Then the United States of Biafra are going to use it to argue that they are holding a prime minister of United States of Biafra in Finland, that Nigeria as a foreign country are holding the president of United States of Biafra under 5 years. Or it's now become illegal. This is what the law is telling us to do. This is from Geneva Convention, not my word. That's why I am crying for a laptop. So when I come, I will put everything. You will see by yourself. You also use the mouse to read. It's not going to be only me. The people can be inside studio, and after one paragraph, they also give the analysis. So all of us will join hands together. Please, my people, start using that name, the president, for Nnamdi Kanu. Start using prime minister in every platform you go, even on the X Twitter spaces. Start using it. Okay, Yazia, why are you refusing to call them those names? Omo Yaza, no, Aberuwe Mezia. Oh, how I'm going to try for. Look at Nnamdi Kanu. If sometimes on my own time, if you watch Nnamdi Kanu, I begin to cry, emotion of what this man is passing through because of me. And you cannot comment and call him your president. What is your problem? Yes, Triple M, thank you so much. I saw your comment. Thank you so much. That's an quick one. Oh, yeah, we will not continue continuously explaining our people's video. It's not it's important, but so using this our social media to prove that Nnamdi Kanu is a president, it is very important. The declaration makes everything easily. The declaration gives us every right to seek to their release with immediate effect. The declaration, I am only giving you some. If we have time every day to present the meaning of this document, chai, you may understand. It is no longer confused that the declaration document, but Ike, and yes, oh yeah, Bika but yes, the declaration documents. Look at what the international law is telling us. Oh yeah, but come and listen. Montevideo Convention. Listen. Two of them combined together in this paragraph I'm reading to you.
Convention. Hypothetical context. The term motivation convention does not correspond to a specific, widely known international treaty or legal body like the Geneva Conventions or the UN Charter. It is likely a hypothetical or locally organized term. However, if we interpret a motivation convention to mean a large unified assembly or a major political conference of the independence movement, its function would be 1. To formally adopt the declaration. The convention would be the body that officially votes on and issues the Declaration of Independence, providing the critical legitimacy that a declaration needs to be taken seriously, i.e., it is the will of the people or their representatives.
I hope you are hearing what they are referring us to now. They refer us to Montevideo Convention, they refer us to Geneva Convention, they refer us to UN Charter about a declaration document. Even they say that Montevideo Convention, when it's come to this, there was not even really having the most effective wars. That is Geneva Convention and the United Nations Charter, UN Charter. You had it here. Even the little one they referred to, they told us here that Montevideo Convention to men legal, no men legal aspect of what we are doing. Then now comes to number 1. They formally adopted the declaration. The convention will be the body that officially voting on and the issues that the Declaration of Independence provide the critical legitimacy that the declaration need to be taken serious. We must take it serious. A declaration. That is why the world told you that a declaration is the first step to become a sovereign state. Not like the nonsense well-paid agent Jovica is doing social media. Jovica, I will bring out the self-referendum, what it means, and how many countries who has done self-referendum, that thing that you said that we are claiming, and how they need to get the international recognition. Fools everywhere. In America, you know, I know you. Maybe you have resigned, or they have taken you out from the principalhood. Maybe not the father. I know you before as one of the fathers in America. You went to America. America, we know. Martin Luther King fought for it. Fools, vagabond everywhere. So, my people, yes, so hashtag free Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister of United States of Biafra. Hashtag free Nnamdi Kanu, the President of United States of Biafra. This is supposed to be going viral in every platform, not only here. Let's continue. Providing the critical legitimacy that a declaration needs to be taken serious, i.e., it is the will of the people or their representative. It is the will of the people or their representative of making a declaration officially. This declaration document is everything. Oh yeah, because about this time around. Basibembi kenankijika. Ihajika. Ihaji where karashabu. This our declaration document. Let's listen to number 2.
2. To elect a new temporary leadership.
Number 2, to elect a new temporary leadership. We have never even elected though, but Obato will be somehow indirectly use his hand elected people that are there right now. You don't know that? When Obato will be choose 4-man committee to bring out those that are going to be handling the affairs of the Biafran people. Immediately Biafra is being declared. He has elected them. Obato does that. You don't know. You know, I'm not change you want to change you want. If it's not follow back, if it's not part of social media, turn that butcher all of you. Don't they want to butcher one after the other?
Convention would likely establish a provisional government to carry on the struggle and act in the arrested leader's absence, demonstrating that the movement is bigger than one man and cannot be stopped by a single arrest. 3.
After listening to this number 2, the things after have Sasha and see me to be I will just feel happy. The only way I will not be happy I'm on social media at that moment to bring it out. Number 2, to elected a new temporary leadership. The convention would likely establish a previously government to carry on the struggle and the acts in the arrested leader absence, demonstrating that the movement is bigger than one man and it cannot be stopped by a single arrest. For Ugo 247, who went back home because Master Simon was arrested. For the fallback, who don't want declaration. Mahana fight for Biafra. They said that there must be acting group who are the leaders. There must be people that are going to be there leading the affair. A lot of things are hiding on social media. A lot of things are hiding. That the movement is bigger more than one man. Like when the US told you that the arrested man and the kidnapped man can they freedom they are underground waiting for him. It simply means without him, no other person will carry the movement out. It simply means that without man and the can, nobody will fight. That means that is when it means that one man is bigger than a nation. That's what they are telling us here. All these things that we are passing through are here. Many countries has passed through that way. That is why they put it for you. So from here you will pick up. I know that the struggle is no bigger than the United States of Biafra as a country. Is that one man is no bigger than more than it. That the country is bigger than every other human being. This is what it is. And they said here, and cannot be stopped by a single arrest. Because of a man someone was arrested, the declaration about Lazia also therefore law back. I didn't like say na whole he was because Abatobia was arrested. Up on behind about here, listen carefully. Whoever the man was kidnapped, the struggle for the daily moment, they said there must they must put an acting government who will be leading the affairs of the people. And number two, has already done that before he moved away, before he was arrested. Number three, listen.
Issue an ultimatum for release. The convention could pass a resolution or ultimatum demanding the arrested leader's release as the first condition for any dialogue, thereby using the declaration and the newly formed government as
They issue an ultimatum for release. For release of Nnamdi, because of what? Our declaration. The convention could pass a resolution or ultimatum demanding the arrested leader release as the first condition for any dialogue on MRO. We have to dialogue with Nigeria except release Nnamdi Kanu. Nothing more than that. Thereby using the declaration and the newly formed government as leverage. In my people, you have listened to the benefits. Now, I am going to play from what? I am going to play from the danger to the benefit. After that, we have our phone call. By tomorrow, now we will go into under Geneva Convention. What benefit of declaration under Geneva Convention of 1949, what is the benefit of declaration of a new country for a leader who was arrested before declaration? That is the next headline that we are going to do. But listen, as I will start from the beginning, from the danger to the benefit of declaration when the leader was arrested. Listen to this. Listen. We'll start from the danger. So after you have played the voice talking, then you may call. Then we are going to have a call from you.
The situation where a leader fighting for a new country is arrested, but his people refuse to make a formal declaration of independence, presents several significant dangers for the movement. Legal vulnerability of the leader. Without a declaration of a new country, the leader is legally viewed by the existing state as a simple insurgent, rebel, or even a terrorist, and can be charged with serious crimes such as treason or sedition. The existing state would likely not recognize any political prisoner status. Loss of international recognition opportunity. A formal declaration of independence, even if not immediately recognized, is a necessary step to seek international support, recognition, and the protection afforded by international law regarding states and self-determination. Without it, other countries are less likely to intervene or officially support a movement perceived as an internal insurrection. Internal division and loss of momentum. The refusal of the people, or a key part of the movement, to declare independence suggests deep internal hesitation or disagreement. Loss of momentum. The arrest of the leader, a galvanizing figure, combined with a failure to take the next bold step, declaration, can cause the movement to lose morale, focus, and popular support. Division, disagreement over the declaration could lead to factions, with some preferring negotiation, others wanting a declaration, and others perhaps giving up, thereby weakening the overall effort. Political and strategic weakness. The existing state can use the lack of a declaration to delegitimize the movement, arguing that it is not a unified people seeking a new state, but simply a fringe group following a criminal leader. The state can use this ambiguity to justify a harsh crackdown with less international scrutiny. Difficulty in negotiation. If the existing state offers to negotiate, the movement lacks a clear, unified, and legally defined position, i.e., we are a new country demanding X versus we are a group of citizens demanding Y. The arrest and the lack of declaration weaken their leverage at the bargaining table. In summary, the absence of a declaration, especially following the leader's arrest, strips the movement of potential legal and international legitimacy, exposes the leader to maximum legal penalty, and highlights deep political weakness or division within the movement itself.
Now you have had the danger. Listen to the benefits.
The decision to issue a declaration of independence is a profound strategic move with several critical benefits for a new country, and it can indirectly help an arrested leader by changing the fundamental nature of the conflict. Benefits of a declaration of independence for a new country. The declaration moves the struggle from an internal rebellion to an international conflict of self-determination, which provides four major strategic benefits. 1. Establishes legal and political legitimacy, internal and external. External. It's the official birth certificate of the new nation, asserting its claim to sovereignty and an equal station among the powers of the earth. This is a prerequisite for asking foreign nations to recognize the new country. Internal, it unifies the people, provides a clear principled rationale, like natural rights and grievances for the struggle, and commits the leadership irrevocably to the goal, preventing internal backsliding. 2. Secures foreign recognition and alliances. Diplomacy. Once a new country formally declares itself independent, foreign powers can, without violating international norms of non-interference in another state's internal affairs, officially recognize and form alliances with the new nation. This recognition is crucial for obtaining vital financial aid, military assistance and trade agreements to sustain the war or movement against the former ruling state. 3. Defines the conflict as a war, not insurrection, military legal. By declaring independence, the conflict becomes legally distinguishable from a domestic law and order problem. The new nation can assert the right to wage war, which is a key component of sovereignty, and demand that its captured fighters be treated as prisoners of war, POWs, under international law, like the Geneva Conventions, rather than as criminals or insurgents. 4. A basis for future governance. The declaration often includes fundamental principles, like democracy, human rights, or rule of law, that serve as the ideological foundation for the new country's eventual constitution and legal system. II. How a declaration of independence can help an arrested leader. While a declaration does not guarantee the release of an arrested leader, it drastically changes his legal and political status, increasing the pressure for his release. Before declaration, rebel criminal. After declaration, political prisoner, head of state. Charge, treason or sedition. Punishable by death or life imprisonment in the former state's court. Status, leader of a sovereign nation, or a self-proclaimed one, arrested by a hostile foreign power. Legal status, an internal criminal subject only to the former state's domestic laws. Legal status, a political prisoner or head of state/movement, subject to intense international scrutiny and diplomatic efforts. International response, other nations may offer concern, but will rarely demand his release, as he is legally an internal criminal. International response, foreign allies of the newly declared state can officially demand his release as a condition for peace, a prisoner exchange, or a diplomatic thaw. Leverage. The former state has maximum leverage and can dictate the terms of his trial and imprisonment. Leverage. The former state's political cost for prosecuting him skyrockets, as it would be seen as prosecuting the leader of a people's self-determination movement. Key takeaway. The declaration transforms the arrested figure from a criminal in a domestic court into a central figure in an international political dispute, providing a powerful, internationally recognized platform to demand his release. 3. Motivation Convention. Hypothetical context. The term motivation convention does not correspond to a specific, widely known international treaty or legal body, like the Geneva Conventions or the UN Charter. It is likely a hypothetical or locally organized term. However, if we interpret a motivation convention to mean a large, unified assembly or a major political conference of the independence movement, its function would be 1. To formally adopt the declaration. The convention would be the body that officially votes on and issues the Declaration of Independence, providing the critical legitimacy that a declaration needs to be taken seriously, i.e., it is the will of the people or their representatives. 2. To elect a new temporary leadership. The convention would likely establish a provisional government to carry on the struggle and act in the arrested leader's absence, demonstrating that the movement is bigger than one man and cannot be stopped by a single arrest. 3. To issue an ultimatum for release. The convention could pass a resolution or ultimatum demanding the arrested leader's release as the first condition for any dialogue, thereby using the declaration and the newly formed government as leverage.
I hope you followed and you listened to all this. That is why we have to change some narrative of what we are doing and how we think about it. We have to change many of them. So if you have only 20 minutes to end the program. So if you want to call, you are free to call to make a suggestion, 5 minutes maximum, please. If anybody want to call, you have this time to call on number +9733360513337. That is the number to call if you want to call. Again, +9733360513337. That is the number to call, my people. If anybody wants to call to help us to do some analysis or contribute of what you understand, and how this document today has helped us to change some narrative and make us understand the impact of what we are doing. There is no other way. This is the way that other countries has passed through. It's no longer the way we are thinking about it. No. The way we are thinking about it from over 19 million, that is the way we are thinking. That's what we are saying. We must change some narrative. Okay, Shibu, good morning from good afternoon. It's afternoon right now. Good afternoon from here also. You're welcome on the program. So, my people, we have some time. If you want to call, you can call. If nobody call, we will end the program. We have this time. If only on WhatsApp, you can call those numbers. If you wish to call, only on WhatsApp. The number is on WhatsApp. +97. You have a call. Let us listen. Yes, so good morning from good afternoon from here.
Thank you, my brother Shino. Good morning, madam.
You're correct, my brother.
Triple M online, my brother.
Oh, Onyezioku, thank you. Good morning in a special way. Triple M, Onyezioku.
Good morning, madam. One day, I got a dinner and thank you for the good work, honestly. Thank you for the good work. You know, you are really opening the eyes of many people. When you see animals talk, animal like Jovita, he claims to live in America, but he doesn't know anything pertaining to law, and they fail to do research. Imagine animal coming out to bring mouth for our DPM. When onye wonna ya, o she eshibe ya jebe onye. Eshibe ya Jovika ejebe onye. Who knows him? When you see useless people, he claims to be a reverend father. When he came out, he always preach, claiming to be a reverend father. You know, whenever you want to be relevant, only in the Zoom, come out and speak against our freedom.
Yes, so
they will notice you and they will contract you straight away. But I pity them. They found themselves. They feel that they are enjoying what that will not last forever. They are enjoying for what that will not last forever. Because this thing they are enjoying now has an expiring date. And that expiring date is now.
Exactly.
The thing that will last forever and ever.
Yes, now.
That is it. So they have seen different costs as if it is impossible. It is an impossible thing. But they never know that the hour has come. The people that know what other people, even we are in the Western world, that is the way they fought their freedom. We have been doing our own in African way. They are using it because they are the people holding us down. Those things they use in getting their own, they put it in writing. Thank God they put it in writing. And now we have realized it. They feel that this is the era of Owadrike and the rest of them. We have gone past that stage. Where we are now, that same thing they used during their own. That same law America used. That same law France used. The same law Finland used. We are now using it. And our own will not be exceptional.
Exactly.
Now, I keep appreciate our DPM, honestly. Day and night, I worship that woman. Honestly. But if not for that declaration, my brother, our PM no, and our president, Nnamdi Kanu, one day I got to by now.
For we
even you and I will not be here today to be deliberating on Biafra.
Yeah.
These people, the people guiding them, we now show them the arsenal they will and bring and fight on to the land. Even it will be fire to us. But thank God that this woman, God used this woman to deliver us. And you still see
our useless Afonjas in our midst, trying to talk down on that particular thing. But the zoo themselves, they know where we are. They know that we are already we are gone.
They know.
Okay, let's assume that when they took away our PM and the samples they planted within us, we are pushing to cancel the registration when PM comes out. My brother, what exactly are they accusing our PM? Is it not a terrorist incitement?
Yes,
which is social media. That means which we did not declare, it will be clear evidence that our PM is what inciting us.
Yes, now. Now our people.
Even Okuya, by now, it is beyond.
And it's by now on Nigeria. And before that, Nigeria, we go in the aeroplane. Even in that second, na declaration will stop if a foreign country arrested one of their leaders. That the declaration of a new country will stop rendition of that leader to the present occupying state happen to be Nigeria. That's why I told that a lot of things have been hiding. But I tell that today we are moving around to get those things and bring social media so people may see it. Amaz Simon never is alive because of Amaz Simon never is alive because of our declaration. That's why he's alive today. That's why he's alive.
Hey!
I hope you listen to this. Both the danger and the benefit. Imagine the danger. And that is why people fall back. You go 247 and all these people, useless people here and there. Go on, my brother. Zoo themselves, they knew that we have got. Listen, you know, during our first convention in Finland, 2023, November. Yeah.
I mean, I think it's November. You know, the advisors of the zoo told them, why do they allow us to do that? That they should have stopped it. Now, they say we are not going for redeclared. And when most we have done that, everything is over. That they should find a way to make sure that this declaration did not happen. What did we have? What happened there? They used our own to stop it.
Yes, now.
But thank God that now I mentioned that when you see again they coming out to say they say they should stop this election. When Oba comes out, he will do it. That who is going to declare? Who is this to declare? These are agents planted by the zoo government within us. The idea, you think that they are with you. The man in the hand was there for a mission. But thank God. That is the reason why we all need to know that this particular cause is indeed God's project.
Exactly.
God will always even use that your enemy to make you achieve your aim, your goal, before they realize it. One day it may be alone. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. I appreciate.
Let Jovika wait. I have take my 2 days to research about international law on self-referendum. That thing that the way we connected it. Do you know that over 50 countries get their independence the same way we have handled it? My brother, thank God that I have my freedom from job from today till Saturday night. We are going to a lot about what Jovika said, because I am waiting once somebody says something and we find a way to let me know what that thing is. It anything about it? A lot of countries, over 50 countries, get their recognition, their independence through first self-referendum on their own. Even I think he mentioned Australia. Then when he mentioned Australia, why don't you go deep to understand why they did it on their own? America, where you are, you claim the Reverend Father.
They will rush and go to a developed country where they did well, where people died and fought for. They will be there talking rubbish without even making research of how that country is being found, how they started, how they get their freedom. Man, coming to their own, you see them coming out. The
question Nigeria, gentle. Otu isi apụta abịa ekwu okwu gentle. Enwere anybody from north to say otu apụta abịa okwu ndị Boko Haram? Ụmụ idiots. Ndị ọkamara
Ndara. Are you aware that yesterday they are first, they are useless independent. Thank God they cancel it. I cannot see they cancel it. Are you aware that now many people were killed and some were kidnapped? That's the day.
Yes.
But you can't see it in their mainstream media. You can't see it.
No, now.
No person from the north will come and talk about it. Madam, what the men and guy, everybody.
Our people have to.
Don't worry.
Our people have to come nonsense.
Anybody supporting what the zoo is doing. Anybody supporting what the zoo is doing. One day, zoo will surely happen to that person. To the family, to the direction of that person.
Yes, now.
Thank you, my brother.
Thank you so much. Thank you for coming. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes, we have a small time before we go out. Please, if anyone wants to call, we have a time for you. We have less than 5 or 10 minutes. If you want to call, you are free to call to. You see, as my brother did the justice of what we did this morning, you can also call to do the justice to that. It is very important if you may do so, because what we are doing, we need to do more. Because us not a mono will here by now Zona was finish it. That is why we are bringing all these documents to you, so you will know that na many countries, over 50 countries, has passed through this way. Our own man decreasing, and because of who we are, because of who we are, because of who we are, and because of everybody. America was in a peaceful way because of na Britain the peaceful how they are but then na Britain na America or in a peaceful way. The answer is no. Everybody from day one, only when we are on the placards on the street making protests, and then it's where we send Biafra incident today, and they want us to continue. A best way of life is self-defense. We have made our self-defense officially known to the world. That is part of the thing that we all must know. Nobody, born of human being, is going to stop us. Please, my people, we are going to draw the curtain here. From tomorrow, we will resume our normal morning program. We'll resume our normal morning program tomorrow morning. So please endeavor to check out at the time. Turn the notification on so you know when we are live. Tomorrow we will finish about this and also start about Jovika. This man called Jovika. We will want to use international law and debunk his lies and the rubbish he uses on social media at his old age, claiming to be in America. America, where you are, you cannot be able to read their law, how to get. What are you doing? Not a human being. America has to wear pota. Mezi number hand mezia. Why Mr. Weber or Dimmy Jabia, Umoko, New Queen, you have to have about Biafra, or bro, na government of your reasonable man. Only video get play when I start Jovika's program. In him, Reverend Father or not, in the flood, Reverend Father of recent. I'll play that video, not today, when we dive into Jovika, because I will be tagging your name in all my platforms. Direct. My people, we are going to end it up here. So from here, have a wonderful day until we see you again tomorrow morning. Thank you so much.